Ever playing GTA 5 and you come play GTA 3, you get destroyed. Oh Lord. It's on!
The fans have packed into the Atlanta Motor Speedway. The grid is packed as well. This is unbelievable. Everybody ready for a little night racing. And one of the more chaotic races left in the regular season is set to go. On the other side, the command.
Remember, Atlanta's like baby Daytona now.
On the Atlanta Motor Speedway.
And I don't think I'll ever get used to that.
You know, I said yesterday during my stream, I said, if I had time traveled back just about 6 or 7 years ago, I'd say, hey, Dale, your first ever road course race you go to is going to be at Charlotte. And your first ever super speedway race is going to be Atlanta. I'd have been like,
probably smack yourself.
Like, how? So, yeah. I got Minecraft for Switch. It's the first time I've owned Minecraft in like 8 years.
I got it on PS5. I mean, really PS4, but you know, technically,
wouldn't be a Minecraft Let's Play if it worked properly. They're playing. I think they were playing Rainbow Six again, and they killed Gavin at the start. He goes, "Ah!" Your Ray goes, "How's it feel?"
Yep.
Oh, my room, it's all bloody flooded. I can't remember what the payout is. I think if Keselowski wins, I get like $28. If Busher wins, I get 45 or something. So go Busher.
Yeah.
Go Busher. When are they going to re-release Vice City Stories and Liberty City Stories?
Probably never.
They should. Like,
they should.
A few years ago, they were gonna, because it popped up on PS4 Marketplace. They re-rated Liberty City Stories, and it popped up on the PlayStation Store, and then it vanished. But they had it re-rated, which tells me they were thinking, oh, we'll probably re-release this. And for whatever reason, they changed their mind.
I don't know why they did. I mean, they've re-released the others, so why not?
The Red Dead Redemption re-release is happening.
Yeah.
It's leaked.
So give us both of the Stories games.
Because Red Dead 1 got re-rated. You know, before you release a game, it has to be rated again.
Yeah.
And it got re-rated. And that was what tipped people off. I'm like, oh. We assumed that because the GTA remasters bombed, because they outsourced it to another developer, that they would just go, well, no more remaster, no more remake. People don't like them. It's like, no, we like them if you do a good job.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, 3 and Vice City now are pretty good on PS5. San Andreas is just, it's still the most broken, but oddly it's the one that got the most patches. But it's somehow still the most broken. The biggest problem with the San Andreas remaster is that the enemies have aimbot.
Oh, no.
They shred you.
Hell
and
no.
it's nothing like the original. People that speedrun the game were like, dude, the code in the San Andreas remaster is broken, because in the original San Andreas, the enemy's accuracy depends on you. If you're on foot, their accuracy is one thing. If you're in a car, their accuracy is much higher because you're a bigger target.
Sure.
And if you're on a bike, they have like no accuracy at all. So there's certain missions the speedrunners will do, like the Mission Gray Imports, where you got to go down to the docks and kill all the Russians. Just drive in there on a motorcycle, and they'll miss like every bullet, just and like tear through them. Not in the remaster. Dead. Like, they kill you that fast if you're not careful. And they never fixed it. So now every enemy in the game has the same accuracy that if you're in a car, but you're on foot.
So then how is a speedrun even possible if the enemies have aimbot?
They have to just completely change the speedrun for that version of the game. Most people just speedrun the original PC version.
That's what I would do.
Yeah. I found an OG Xbox copy. That's like my favorite version of the game, because it's like the PS2 version, just looks better, and it's got all the music in it. Because, you know, they've gone back and taken music out because of licensing. They gutted Flash FM on Vice City. There's like nothing on it now. Oh, I love that fucking Castrol car. Win me money in that. Look at that.
Of course, that's good for Brandon. Don't forget, he finished second here in March. Kim.
Well, for Kyle Larson's crew chief Cliff Daniels, it has been over a year since he has been on top of the pit box at Atlanta. Last year's race, he was suspended after a loose wheel at Sonoma, and earlier this year,
So
because
last week during the street race, it had to be shortened because of darkness. It was supposed to be 100 laps.
Anything can happen,
At a certain point in the race,
with
NASCAR
this
said it's going to get too dark. We're shortening it to 75. Right? They said that after Christopher Bell and Vangisbergen and the dominant cars stayed out, and the other cars behind them had all pitted. Like, oh yeah, we can make it to the end now. Christopher Bell led the most laps early in the race. He was running first, Reddick second, Vangisbergen was third. And because NASCAR's like, hey, now that you pitted, we're going to get the engines cranked in Atlanta. Now you got to pit. So Vangisbergen restarted 18th. No fucking problem at all. Tore through the field. Bell got wrecked. Reddick wrecked himself, and Vangisbergen drove from 18th to first and still won anyway.
Start your engine.
Yeah.
So is that third Trackhouse car just broken the hell and back?
When Kimi Räikkönen ran it at Watkins Glen last year, he ran top 10 before he got wrecked by Austin Dillon. So it's a good little car. Yeah. Air Junior. Junior added another Xfinity race this year. He's doing Homestead now. He's doing Bristol, which me and Dillon are going to. He's doing Homestead.
Kind of odd he would do Homestead because he was never particularly great at Homestead.
When he drove for Hendrick, he got to be good at the bigger tracks, like with the mile and a half. You know, he was always a short track guy and a Daytona Talladega guy. And then when he got to Hendrick, suddenly he was really strong at places like Homestead. He was always good at Atlanta back in the day. That was like his best mile and a half was always Atlanta. Oh my God, Earnhardt won it so many fucking times. 9 or 10 races at Atlanta. Junior, when he got to Hendrick, he suddenly became really good at Pocono. He finished second at Pocono driving the 8 car.
Oddly good at Pocono. Yeah. Then out of nowhere, he just became the king of Michigan.
His whole career was before Hendrick was like Bristol, Martinsville, Richmond, Daytona, Talladega, Atlanta. Like that was always his best group of tracks. And Texas back in the day too, because that's where he won his first race.
Yeehaw!
And Texas used to be a lot more like Atlanta used to be. Boy, Texas and Atlanta are unrecognizable now.
Yes, they are.
Still the same tracks in the same places, but completely different from how they were.
I just don't. I miss Atlanta.
Me too. This Atlanta has its moments.
Well, yeah, because it's a super speedway.
Yeah, but it's like this weird hybrid because the track has already lost so much grip. The Xfinity race last night, you had to be in a draft. But the car, you know how at Daytona Talladega they all stay grouped together?
Yeah.
The field would like accordion, like 4 cars would break away for a lap, and then it would come back together, and then they'd break away. Nobody could run close together. It would like accordion, and you could push and go back and forth.
Fix Atlanta again, man. Because you're not going to be able to have good consistency if you keep accordioning like that.
Yeah. It was like just lacking grip enough because it was so hot, even though it was a night race. It was so hot that the track lacked enough grip to where you couldn't get together and run in a pack for like entire laps. You could push, you could draft. You had to have a draft partner to make a pass, but a big pack couldn't stay together. It would like stretch out, come back together, stretch out, come back together. It was kind of weird. You would think, oh, these 4 cars are breaking away now, and then the 3 cars behind them would catch them because one of them up there might get loose and slide out of line a little bit, and it would drag everybody back together. I don't know what this race is going to be like because Xfinity cars run way less downforce.
Yeah.
Cup, when they run Daytona Talladega, they put that giant spoiler on it to create massive drafts. So this Atlanta and NASCAR Rivals on the Switch, I despise because it's just like the Xfinity race was last night. You're like, I can draft up to this guy. Wait, nobody's pushing me. Wait. And you're like just falling back. It's fucking so hard. Earnhardt.
Cars all lined up on the
I did a ghetto Switch live stream. I set my phone up and just put my phone in front of my TV just because I wanted to live stream NASCAR Rivals because it's such a good game.
Eric Almirola and Ryan Blaney making up the front row. 2 good drivers trying to play spoiler.
A lot of Fords. Ford. Toyota, Chevy. Ford. Goddamn. It's just like the spring race earlier this year.
Really good track for him to end this long winless streak that he's been fighting.
None of the Chevrolets qualified particularly well. But that really doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
Byron won this race and Chase won here last year. So
Pretty surprising, row 12. Chase Elliott won this race a year ago. He would like nothing more than to win, be in the playoffs, and stop worrying about
Jimmy John. Oh, look at Denny's coat car. I love that car. Jimmy Johnson was supposed to race the Chicago street race last week. He backed out because his mother-in-law murdered her husband and then
cars beginning to
Jimmy's
roll
wife's
around
mom
the racetrack.
killed her
Once again,
husband
mentioned that
and
up
their
front
grandson,
in
and then
number
herself.
29 is 77-year-old
And I'm
Richard
just like,
Childress.
what?
And you think back to Richard Childress's career.
Oh, and
it's a Hall of
the
Fame
pace
career.
car
Started
for the
racing.
opening
He was
lap
behind
here
the wheel
is
for
Kevin Harvick's 2001 Atlanta
285
winning car.
races from
Richard Childress is
1969 to
driving.
81.
That's awesome.
Then
Yeah.
became the owner.
They still have it.
Most famously,
They probably had to re-decal it because I know that
he was
Atlanta
able to
car
win
raced again.
6
Because you
championships.
still do that. You'll race the same car. So I'm sure that car had just been sitting there and it's, oh yeah, that's the one that won Atlanta. But let's put the fucking white
When they
29
put cars
back
together,
on
Steve, you know better than
fix it up
anyone.
like it was.
And we see Kevin Harvick pulling up beside him to lead the field here.
That's how those cars used to look. Isn't that weird? That was pre your era.
Won with it in 2000
Yeah, it was.
here in
Those
Atlanta.
cars put on a
And then
fucking show.
Kevin Harvick got
Yeah,
his
they did.
first ever Cup
I don't know what it
Series
is. It's
win
magical,
in
those
this
cars.
29 car
The
right
Chevrolet
here in
Monte
Atlanta
Carlo had a
2001
different spoiler because they
after
complained
the
that
death of Dale
Pontiac had an advantage.
Nobody had any
So NASCAR's
idea.
like, all right, you get the special little wavy
Career this
spoiler.
would have been for Kevin Harvick. And when you think about RC, right, Richard Childress, so many owners have come and gone in the Cup Series.
Pontiac was the
and he has
coolest looking car
persevered
from that
through
era. They had like a little
cars
bit
and
longer
drivers
nose
and
that
ups and
jetted out.
downs. They kind of remind me of one another. Both those fighting type mentality. This is a real special moment to have both of them pacing the field.
22 years, the career for Kevin Harvick. He was just 25 years old back in February. He took over the 29 car, and you see the fans and everyone putting 3 fingers up in the air.
The shocker? Oh, no, these 3 fingers. It's a great Steel Panther song, The Shocker. It's like seeing a ghost.
Special moment right there.
I know, for how I said that car was raced somewhere else. Dale Earnhardt's Talladega win car from 2000. Richard Childress had that at Talladega a couple years ago, and it had the orange number 3 on the top, and it was painted like this. That car raced in the Bud Shootout the next year Daytona as an Oreo car. So they had to go back and fix it back to how it looked when he won in Talladega.
But in the end, it was Kevin Harvick, and he still says that was probably the most.
I watched that live.
race
I watched that at my
he's
mom and
ever been a
dad's.
part of after that win.
I remember that race.
You think back to that now, he's starting over his.
I remember Junior was running right there.
starts.
The battle at the end of the race, Jeff Gordon, Kevin Harvick, Dale Jr., Dale Jarrett, and I want to say Jerry Nader. All of them this fucking close together in Atlanta, sliding around. Junior had a tire go down.
You know, you would think everybody
And he
knew
fell
that
out.
day that was a huge moment.
And I was like,
in NASCAR history. They retired it immediately.
So yeah, Junior could have easily won that race if the tire didn't go down.
They ran it 4 more times in 2001.
Yeah, it did race more in 2001. I bet he won Chicago with that car that year. I'd be willing to bet they took that car to Chicago, and that's the one he won Chicago with that year.
That sounds about right for cars circa 2001, doesn't it, Steve?
Run it. If it works, run it. We're not worried about history. We're worried about performance. Just a great story and such a cool moment.
Is RC trying to do a burnout down there?
It sounded like him. He was trying to do a burnout.
Looking good.
Dial up the
Kevin
drive.
Harvick was one of the originators of the
Field next to
burnout.
that
He was kind of one of the
29
first guys to do that
See
in
what Kevin
NASCAR.
has to say here.
He looks like Santa Claus in his Hunt Brothers Pizza uniform.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What's up, Michael?
All right, man. I know it's in motion.
Dylan will be here later.
Atlanta, but before we get to the business at hand,
Poor
let's talk
bastard has to
about
work
that
on Sundays.
moment we just saw. How cool is it pacing the field next to that 29 that you most so famously won with?
Where does Dylan work?
That's pretty special.
I can't remember the name of the place. Some warehouse job.
Richard's been talking about that for weeks.
Michael took Briscoe, don't know why. Cindric, underrated pick. He was good there in the spring, and Austin Dillon's good at this kind of thing, and AJ Allmendinger is too.
I just really appreciate Richard and everybody at RCR for making that moment happen. So that was a lot of fun. It's been a fun couple days, and hopefully we can end it with a good night.
You know, he didn't leave RCR on the best terms, so it's kind of cool that it's all good now.
Yeah, it's kind of cool that they were able to bend some
Start
fences.
here in
Yeah.
Atlanta.
Harvick's good at burning bridges.
In the Cup Series, what's the
Yes, he
emotion?
is.
He's always been good at that.
Strapping into the office for the
Him and Junior didn't
809th
talk for
time.
several years until about a year ago.
You know, I think
That was all Harvick's
I
fault.
love
Yeah.
everything that comes with it, and you know, I'm obviously going to miss that part, but it's going to be a lot of fun these next 18 weeks.
All right, man. Appreciate you taking the time. That new pit road entry comes up quick. I'll get off the radio. Good work.
Thank you.
he's going to
When's asshole Harvick going to come back before the end of the year?
Speed. And while they're doing that, let's go back to pit road where Kim Kuhn is.
Well, Bubba Wallace had an issue yesterday in qualifying and abandoned his lap, so we'll start at the back of the field. The car is good for the race, and he told me while he does need to work his way through a lot of traffic, it doesn't pay to be overly aggressive early in the race. It pays at the end. So, Dave, patience is going to be Bubba's best friend.
I wish WWE 23 was on Switch. I totally get it. AEW is on Switch. I heard that game's decent. I heard it's kind of glitchy, but they said it's fun, like No Mercy. So it's very No Mercy-ish. I'm thinking about getting it for PS5. Might wait till it goes on sale. Probably won't be long. I'll put it on my wish list so I get notified if it goes on sale. Nobody leaves RCR on good terms. Well, Dale Earnhardt left on good terms, but he was in a fucking box. Sorry. I think you should change that to nobody leaves Joe Gibbs Racing on good terms. Boy, Matt Kenseth kind of threw them under the bus this week. He was on Junior's podcast. Didn't seem too keen on his time driving for Joe Gibbs, the way he had to leave, the way they pushed him out. They fucked Eric Jones over. They fucked Matt Kenseth over. They fucked Furniture Row Racing over. Joe Gibbs Racing.
I'm worried about, did we do enough? When this thing goes green and I'm tucked around 3 or 4 cars in that dirty air, what's it going to drive like? How committed can I be to the throttle? How hard can I drive this race car to start?
And on top of all those concerns, track position matters. You need to start fighting for it right now with the Raven. They dropped the green flag. You need to fight for it all night long. So what I'm thinking about is
it's a super speedway, but the fastest lane's only about a lane and a half wide, so you can't go from the back to the front like you can at Daytona or Talladega.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. I think, when they go off into turn 1, there's going to be a lot of cautiousness. Probably that first stage, that second stage.
So I think NASCAR's got a future with street racing. The Chicago one went really well. It got huge ratings, like Daytona 500 level TV ratings. It was massive. And now they're in the city of Chicago is all like, well, we don't know if we want it back next year. Well, now another city's going to step up and want to do it. So we'll have a street race. Because the city of Chicago, the new mayor didn't want it. The previous mayor was the one who signed the deal, and the new mayor wanted to get out of it. And then the race was a massive success. So now they're kind of like stuck with it because it was really good for the city. I hope they keep going back to Chicago. I love that track. The street course they set up there was awesome. It was like the perfect street course race. It really was. And the coolest part of the race was looking up and seeing the traffic lights still turning red, yellow, and green while they're racing around.
Yeah, pretty incredible. I just got to say, man, how awesome it was to see Richard Childress.
Next year at the Chicago street course, you must stop for red lights.
Good Lord. No.
He's catching the leader, but is he going to get the one? Oh!
Well, he just brake checked like 3 guys behind him.
That's a speeding ticket.
Sure what we're gonna see.
How about, speaking of Kevin Harvick, okay, you know what? Harvick was an asshole last week. Harvick got spun by Corey LaJoie, and street courses are narrow. As soon as Harvick got spun, he whipped that fucking car around and parked it dead center of the track and blocked the entire field so they couldn't pass him until he got his car going again. And I'm like, ha ha ha, Harvick. The whole field behind him had to stop in this tight-ass corner because Harvick went and drove back out and parked his car there. Caution's out. All right, didn't lose any spots.
For me, is running a little bit high.
Classic Harvick.
Yeah.
We dropped the green. Let's listen in what the 14 has to say.
I can only imagine what guys were saying.
William Byron drove off in the corner and hit the tire wall. I think Corey LaJoie overrode the corner, hit Harvick, spun to him, and then Harvick parked for everybody.
So that's a great pep talk, but I'm not sure if
oh man,
smart work together.
That race last week was awesome.
But that is the night edge. The drivers have to be. You cannot sit back. You have to be aggressive, but you can't be silly. You have to be smart. That's a very dangerous line to walk.
We'll see how aggressive the drivers are. Fans on their feet. 60 laps in the stage. 2 by 2. They come by the grandstands. Eric Almirola.
When those Fords get all single file, good luck. Almirola was a dominant car earlier this year before he blew a tire out in the first Atlanta race. He's also below the cut line. Who's Chase Briscoe going to wreck today?
Still side by side up front. Waiting to see somebody get pushed clear. A lot of good help.
I would love to have seen Junior on this version of Atlanta. I think this would have suited Junior just fine.
Up up to speed now. Eric Almirola surges ahead. Joey Logano behind him, fighting for that second spot right now with Blaney.
Eric Almirola leads first lap. Joseph Logano, who passed my bet Brad Keselowski on the last lap at Atlanta earlier this year. I was there. I was about to win like $40. Keselowski hasn't won in a couple of years, and he almost won me money. And you know the Fords are good when Briscoe and Harrison Burton are running up at the top 5.
Right in the middle of the racetrack, we see Almirola leading the pack now. Almirola, Logano, Blaney, Briscoe, Harrison Burton, the top 5.
I forget what race is next week. I've already forgotten.
No wonder these guys are probably filling their cars out, not trying to take any risks. You see them getting in order right now. As soon as they start to get more confidence in the grip in the car, they're going to start making moves.
2 by 2, you see Todd Gilliland in the
Jitters.
of William Byron in the 24.
That looks like a Cheez-It paint scheme on Gilliland's car, but it's not.
And right along right here, Kyle Busch and his Cheddars on board Canberra. You see what he's trying to do?
Michael, it's starting to look like the first 160 laps of the first Atlanta race this year already. Oh, somebody's making a move up there. Larson. I've never seen Kyle Busch cut Brad Keselowski a break in 15 years.
A little bit of movement out of Austin Cindric in the 2 with some momentum pulling away from Harvick in the 4. He seems to be dropping back on that inside line.
God, we're getting old. I said 15 years. I remember when Brad was new. That was right when you started watching. He was the new hotshot young guy.
Everybody lined up on the outside, and you did not want to let another car on your right rear quarter panel. That's exactly what's going on to you. Harvick trying to squeeze his way in front of that third.
There you go, Harvick being ass.
Forced his way in front of Gilliland. We'll see if Gilliland keeps giving him that same space. He will. Looks like he might put the bumper to the back of him. Field lining up. Now as we see just a few cars ducking down to that low line, trying the lower line to see if it's the shorter distance, maybe a little quicker here in Atlanta.
Outside down the back straightaway, the 54 and the 5. Larson on the outside. Here comes the 45 of Reddick. He's thinking about getting up there and helping the other Toyota, but then decides to get
the way Junior says Toyota is so weird. Toyota.
Great look on the Toyota onboard. The
Toyota.
Did just what Dale Jr. was talking about. He keeps working to the right rear quarter panel, hoping that the line will line up behind him. At this point, you see the speed now on the bottom. The upper lane losing a little momentum.
Yeah, as a driver, you want to be looking in that mirror to decide which lane to block. You don't want to give them the bottom or the top right now. You have to prefer to go to the top. Do not let them get to your right rear quarter panel. If they want to pass you, make them go to the bottom.
10 has led all 4 races this year, all 4 drafting races that have been run. As we see the Toyotas trying to work together, there was some comment.
Just once, I want to see him run a high horsepower race on this Atlanta.
To work together and help each other out.
Just to see what happens.
Also joining in, those Toyotas lining up. So if they can get some.
Almirola, Logano, Blaney. That's literally the entire spring race earlier this year.
The 11 car, Denny Hamlin, be right on board. The Coca-Cola Camera. The 45 drifting up the corner a little bit out of the gas.
In front of the grandstands once again. Almirola, Logano, Blaney, Briscoe, Harrison Burton still the top 5 leading the Ford Brigade, Marty.
Riding on board the Coca-Cola on board with Denny Hamlin. There's the driver's shot as well. So the Toyota.
Dylan just texted me and said he's bringing food for all of us. I'm going to say you're the man. Ooh, I hope it's a Popeye spicy chicken sandwich. Oh, God, dude, those things are life-changing. Ooh, he is at Popeyes. No pickles. He's sitting. Dylan's in the drive-thru at Popeyes. I was thinking he was going to bring pizza because that's what we always get because it's easy for all of us to eat. He's at fucking Popeyes. God bless him.
Especially Eric Almirola when he's up front. He's burning a lot more.
Dylan coming through in the clutch.
But everybody else is trying to draft and use that draft.
Yeah, 45 hanging tight on the inside of Larson, Rick, and that 45 behind him, Tyler Reddick.
just going to have to hang on and hope another Chevy is able to work their way up to
But he
him.
continues to get runs underneath the two, continuing to get help from Diddy.
And you could see the effort. Toyota's on the bottom. As part of the plan, I really believe that, you know, the 45 would rather be up in line behind Citric.
Work with the Chevys a little bit to get by.
Because the Toyotas only have 6 cars.
Exactly, so they're going to have to use Larson and Seager.
Chevy has the most by this much.
But the problem is we're all spread out.
And the Fords always work together
All
better.
right together now. They are like the top 5.
No matter what, the Fords always work together better. The Toyotas only have 6 cars, so they got to tag along with somebody. Although next year they're going to have a couple more, because the 43 and the 42 will be Toyotas next year, so they're getting a couple.
One car at a time.
And again, there is an out of bounds here in Atlanta. That double white line down at the bottom and right next to the apron. You cannot go below that double yellow or double white line to improve your position. A very emotional start to the race here at Atlanta.
It's going to be emotional.
Kevin Harvick, his final start here in Atlanta, where his first win came from.
But that 2001 car has more horsepower.
It probably does.
I have one question for Rockstar Games. Why is LA Noire still $50? I want to get it. But I'm like, I can't do it. It came out in 2011. Why is it fucking $50? Don't you miss when Rockstar made games? I sure miss that. One after the other, just fucking classic after classic after classic. GTA 3, Manhunt, Vice City, San Andreas, Manhunt 2, Bully, GTA 4, Lost and Damned, Ballad of Gay Tony, Vice City Story, Liberty City Stories, fucking Max Payne 2, Max Payne 3, Red Dead Redemption 2, Red Dead Revolver, LA Noire. And now they've made GTA 5, GTA 5 again, GTA 5 again, and GTA 5 again. So, and Red Dead Redemption 2. God bless them for that. But I miss when they used to make games. But re-release Vice City Stories and Liberty City Stories, preferably on the Switch. Because when I was playing Vice City and 3 the last few days, well, man, it's cool to have these on handheld. I used to have a PSP back in the day.
Yeah, and that was the one. What was that GTA game called? It's called like
Chinatown Wars?
Yes, Chinatown Wars.
Do you still have all your PS2 games?
I have like a crap load of them.
If you ever get rid of them, let me get Vice City Stories. I'll buy it from you. If you ever get rid of them. If you're ever going to sell them, let me look through them first and pick which ones I'll buy from you. But yeah. Vice City Stories is not like ultra rare, but you know, most used games go for $10 to $15. Vice City Stories cost like $40.
Because it's so rare.
And I don't know why, because there's always like a million copies of Liberty City floating around. I have one, and there's always a bunch of Game Haven. They got Vice City Stories locked in the case at the counter, and I'm like, why is this game so hard to find for a decent price? That and Spider-Man Web of Shadows. Web of Shadows goes for like $150. And I'm like, dude, I want that because I've never played it, but I'm not going to pay that much for it. I don't know. We're only 3 months away from Spider-Man 2.
$50? Holy crap.
Yeah.
But yeah, Spider-Man 2 is going to be amazing.
I can't wait.
The story possibilities.
Black suits everywhere. Oh, we have a caution. Harrison Burton's around.
Caution comes out here in Atlanta. It's for Harrison Burton, who spins coming off of turn 2.
Now let's see, did he spin by himself or get help? If he spun by himself, it's going to be a crazy race. Spun by himself, he got loose, and the tire didn't go flat till he was already spinning.
Great wreck avoidance by the 11 of Hamlin, the 38 of Todd Gilliland.
Didn't hit anything.
21 just has no choice but
a little bit, but that's nothing.
So this is going to be an interesting race.
If guys are breaking loose like that, yeah. I've never seen a freshly paved racetrack change so much in just a year like this one has. Usually freshly paved racetracks stay the same for 5 to 10 years. This track has already lost so much grip, which is good. It's good, but you know, it's just weird how this track's changed. I think they've changed the way they repave racetracks because they realized the last few repaves they did were bad. Kentucky was a shit repave. Charlotte was a shit repave. And Michigan was the worst. Michigan's just now getting to the point where it's like old Michigan.
just make moves.
I mean, it's good that they can make pavement that's durable, but it needs to age quicker and the racing will get better. Michigan's only just now good again. Charlotte is great. It took a long time, but it's great. So I think they kind of changed the way they repave these places now because they don't want it to be too good. Texas was a shit repave.
Yes.
That was the worst. I said Michigan was the worst. Texas was the
We're
worst.
still paying for Texas.
Yeah. Yeah. At least it's only one race a year and 400 miles instead of 500 miles. I can live with that. That's why they're so scared to repave North Wilkesboro. North Wilkesboro needs to be repaved, but they're like, we don't want to fuck it up. It's too good. North Wilkesboro is too good. We can't fuck it up.
Repeat the more important things.
Just use
but it's interesting to see how the racing's going.
Yeah.
Everybody right into the top line.
They've learned a lot through repaving. Phoenix isn't that bad.
But Phoenix was never like a real money track.
No, it never was.
Good.
I can't believe Phoenix is the championship race. I've said over and over again, Las Vegas, Homestead, Charlotte. Take your fucking pick. What do you want championship race to
It never
be?
made sense to me that it was Homestead, but it was Homestead for so long that I got used to it.
Yeah.
Phoenix being the championship race is stupid.
Yeah. Vegas makes the most sense. That's like a big market.
Because you can make a lot of like.
Even Nashville. Nashville puts on a great race now.
Right.
Nashville was a couple weeks ago. It was a great race.
But you know, with Vegas being the championship race, you can make a lot of funny, like, sales for it.
Yeah.
Oh, is somebody gonna go all in for the win? You know, you can be real.
Did you watch Punk and Joe on Collision? It's pretty good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Man, I love wrestling when it's great.
Man, if only Dynamite and Rampage get the same treatment that Collision does.
Yeah, Collision seems to be the most watchable show.
Yeah, because the Elite don't have nothing to do with it. Like, none of them don't have nothing to do with Collision. It's a Punk show.
Somebody tell Kenny Omega, your stupid friends are dragging you down. You're great.
Well, we realize that because the only time the Bucks get good reactions now is when they come out with Kenny.
Yeah.
They came out with Paige and the crowd was dead. They were dead.
I used to like Hangman Adam Page, so I'm like, you know what? You are a little shit-stirring bitch.
Yes, he is.
You are a little fucking bitch.
I think he's worse than the Bucks.
Yeah. He started the shit.
Yeah.
All that was fucking him. And I like people, oh, Punk, you too sensitive. I'm like, dude, Eddie Kingston said shit to him in the ring, and Punk was cool with that because they're working.
I mean, yeah, they're working. Yeah.
Moxley said shit about Punk that was like really over the line.
I'm
but
sure
Punk didn't give a fuck.
I'm sure Punk just laughed it off.
MJF, same thing. And apparently Punk and MJF don't always get along, but they can work together.
Makes sense.
You don't have to fucking like who you work with.
No.
Fucking Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins are a great example. They don't fucking like each other, but goddamn, when they wrestle, it's great.
It's great, or it's something you need to behold, like their last match.
Yeah. So, you don't have. That's what Punk's point is. Punk's like, yes, I'm an asshole. I crossed the line, but can we just fucking work together?
But the Elite should know that prior to.
They poked the bear.
You know who Punk is. You know his reputation.
Eddie Kingston, who notoriously does not like Punk, defended him recently. And he said, well, you know, it's kind of a backhanded defense of what Punk's going to do what Punk wants to do, but ain't no problems here. He's cool. No problem at all. He's good for the company. I don't care. There you go. And he said he's not causing problems like you're hearing about. And I'm like, Eddie would fucking say something.
Probably.
But Eddie Kingston said all the rumors that keep coming out, it's not fucking true. There's no problem whatsoever with him.
It's probably the Elite trying to stir crap.
Jericho!
Oh, Jericho.
It's Jericho.
Of course.
Apparently the Elite's like whatever. Like they don't talk, but they need to get over it and fucking work together because it'd be great.
And it sounds like to me it's really the Bucks and Hangman, not Kenny.
Shout out to Christian. Christian had a great line on Dynamite.
Yeah.
Because the rumor was somebody left Dynamite mad at CM Punk.
And I'm in a bad mood.
I was the one. Christian said it was him, and I'm like, hey, you're awesome.
Yeah, Christian just
I fucking love
took it and
Christian.
ran off with it.
Because Christian and Punk are buddies.
Well, that and Christian's still money.
Yeah.
He's so
Zero
good.
sugar.
WWE didn't know what they had with Christian.
And when they realized it, they spoiled it.
Yeah. Or had him win the world title by getting Randy Orton disqualified.
And then just jobbing him out 2 months later.
He's getting RKO'd in his own Titantron video. So he said, somebody knows that. Why is Christian getting RKO'd in his own Titantron video?
It's a great fucking question.
Was he fucking Gilbert or Mikey Whipwreck? I mean, Colin Delaney. Colin Delaney. Trackhouse has won the last 2 cup races. Ross won Nashville, and Steve Shane. See, I keep saying Steve now. I finally figured out how to say his last name, and I keep calling him Steve. It's Shane Van Gisbergen.
So who did Ross have to run over to win?
Truex. he didn't run him over, but Truex was more mad at Denny Hamlin after that. He thought Hamlin cost him the race by getting in the way. But yeah, Ross won Nashville. Clean as a whistle, clean as he's ever had.
Good.
People are like, good for Ross. He won a clean fucking race. He passed Truex. He passed Hamlin. Hamlin held up Truex long enough for Ross to get away.
Good.
Well, Christopher Bell is absolutely
yeah, that was a close call for Denny there when Burton went around. That was a close call for a lot of guys on the backstretch.
I talked to crew chief Adam Stevens. He said, yes, qualifying surprised us.
Perpetually 12 years old.
Yes.
Christopher Bell.
They went to the rear with unapproved adjustments and ultimately
biggest move. Damn, Bell's gained 19 spots.
They felt very confident.
Bubba gained 19 spots.
This evening,
Bubba was leading here last year with like 4 to go in the first race last year, but Byron ended up winning.
How does he feel about the car? Listen to the radio.
But I was better than everybody else. Everybody has the same problem. It was pretty fun right there. I'd say, definitely got a handle good. I just won a submission bar and exit 1 number probably.
That problem he's talking about is being just a little bit too free, but William Byron certainly coming up through the field. And Steve, I did just chat with Rodney Childers a moment ago about why he brought Kevin Harvick down pit road. He's thinking further ahead, as you mentioned, it's just going to shorten their stop in stage 2. And what he told me was,
Michael, did you hear Justin Haley's excuse last night after the Xfinity race for why he didn't push Hemrick? Oh, I was running out of gas. Well, you still could have stayed behind him and you made it back. You didn't run out of gas. So the calling cars were running 1, 2, 3. Haley, Hemrick, Chandler Smith. Race goes to overtime. Green flag, Chandler Smith runs out of gas. So it's still Hemrick and Haley. Hemrick gets out front with a push from John Hunter Nemechek. And then Nemechek passes him. And here comes Justin Haley, Hemrick's teammate. What's he do? Follows John Hunter. And Hemrick gets out of his car after the race and goes, what the fuck? Because it's not like, oh, push me and let me win. He's like, dude, if we both push, we're going to pass John Hunter because the whole field had fell back. Because Chandler Smith ran out of gas and held up the field. But Haley's like, well, I was running out of gas. Just fucking run it till it goes out. Stay behind your teammate. You literally eliminated both your chances to win by ducking out on him. Because all Nemechek had to do was ride for a lap. And Matt Collick, the car owner, was not happy. Daniel Hemrick was not happy. Justin Haley was trying to laugh it off and ease the tension. But I'm like, dude, you fucked up, man. You fucked up. You can't do your teammates like that.
No.
Like, I know you want to win the race for yourself, but look in front of you. If you try to pass, if you're third and try to pass second, you're not. Neither one of you's going to pass the leader.
And Kyle Busch had an unfortunate pit stop. They had trouble on
yeah.
the right rear. That
You're going to
very
stall
slow
out,
stop
and
was
nothing's going to happen. That's
relegated to the
exactly
end
what
of
fucking
the
happened.
field. So they had nothing to lose. Randall Burnett, the crew chief, asked Kyle, do you need anything else? He said, let's make another adjustment. Way to lose. So
yeah, Justin Haley said, well, I was running out of gas. So what? If you run out of gas, then you really should have pushed your teammate.
Exactly.
But you didn't run out of gas. You made it back. Bust him up, Larson. He's a lonely man.
Bring the intensity up is the possibility
Williams up there, but
of
they're
severe
separated.
weather in the area.
Uh-oh. Are we racing to halfway tonight? I'll check the weather here in a minute.
As much track position as you can get now.
It's the South in the summertime. A storm's going to roll around. Maybe it'll miss them. Almirola Logano picking up where they left off. Cindric's up there too. Cindric is invisible till we get to Atlanta these days. Boy, Ty Gibbs made a bad choice there. Never mind, they went with him and put Briscoe in the middle. Now it's Briscoe who made the bad choice against his will. Oh, Hamlin's run stalled out. That saves Briscoe. I heard Kyle Busch lift coming off the corner. Said storms are an hour and a half away. That's plenty of time to get most of the race in.
Well, he's saying it, if Randall Burnett's saying it to the driver,
interesting. Now that's going to ramp up the intensity.
Radios,
We don't like rain-shortened races unless we know for sure it's going to happen. Kind of like Chicago Street Race. They said halfway, hey, we're only going to lap 75. Okay, that's fair. I hate when it comes out of nowhere and it's like, well, race over. Who was leading? Oh, you got lucky. Congratulations. But a rain-shortened Atlanta race might be good.
But he has a beer full of Logano right on his back bumper. Blaney
Nobody
there as well.
wants that. Nobody wants a mirror full of Logano.
And the question you ask yourself, if you're one of these first 5 drivers, if we play nice, if we stay in line, can we break away from the
A mirror full of a guy who only races out of his rearview mirror.
Because they're side by side. I mean, you see a car length between them, all playing pretty nice. I don't know if that's by choice or, you know, committed to that. Now you see the 4 of Kevin Harvick, that green
Moved by
car on
Stenhouse.
the high side. 47 of Ricky Stenhouse right in front of him. Haley right behind him. A lot of moving back and forth.
Yeah, it looked like Ricky Stenhouse Jr. was blocking that pack. Moving from line to line, seeing where the momentum would come from to see if he could get a push to move toward the front.
Rick, we always talk about Bristol kind of being like fighter jets in a
Last night during the Xfinity race, Austin Hill was clearly the best car. Nobody wanted to work with him because he was the best car, and he was just getting fucked. And Jeff Burton goes, Junior, you kind of know about that. And Junior goes, well, not really, Scott, you just want to follow me.
Yeah, everybody follow Junior.
And I remember a long time ago, I've heard several drivers. I heard Blaney say it. I've heard some others say it. We're like, we weren't going to be the one to fuck Junior over because we never hear the end of it from his goddamn fans. So we're not going to fuck Junior over.
But Austin Hill, who doesn't have that?
Oh, yeah, fuck him. He's got the best car. Gang up on him. They all ganged up on him. Nobody would go with him. And then he pushed too hard and spun out late. Because he's trying. He was working his ass off, trying to make a miracle happen. He was 3-on-1 against the Colleague cars. Haley, Hemrick, Chandler Smith. And they were just beating his ass. Just all 3 of them.
We see the 19 of Truex moving forward, giving a big shove to the 12.
Look how loose some of those cars. Blaney's car went.
Look at the Hendrick teammates. The 5 of the
Nobody within a half a car of Blaney, and he was still going.
Kyle Larson looked like he was
wiggling.
34 miles an hour faster than Mark Truex Jr. when he entered the turn.
Byron and Larson are trying.
But couldn't complete that pass. Now they're door to door fighting for that 4th spot. Look at Larson move up.
Michael, that's what I was thinking. It was not a good look for Haley to fuck his teammates when his teammate in the Xfinity Series is trying to get his ride.
Has posted it. It was on lap 28. 184 miles an hour average.
Lest we forget, Daytona 500 winner Austin Cindric.
Average, you know, normally at a 1.5 mile track, that's because it's very fast on the straightaway. You slow down 20 miles an hour in the corner. The average is pretty consistent.
All the way around.
Larson's going to jump up in line. This is that moment where he thinks he probably wants to get up in line, but he has that 24, that teammate on the bottom, so he kind of has to stay.
Called my live stream last night Gorilla Style Nintendo Switch stream. It was just my phone filming the TV. Gorilla Style.
Look how that hurts the 24 as soon as the 5 commits to the top, but the 24 will find a hole as well.
Tell you, you want frustration, race New Atlanta and NASCAR rivals, man. Brutal.
And now Austin Cindric ducks out of line. And
My Daytona Talladega method doesn't work because the car you're trying to push gets fucking loose as shit in the corner. Daytona Talladega and NASCAR rivals, I get in second and put my nose up the ass of the lead car, and the car behind me attaches, and we just sail away from the field like 6 seconds at a time. Now I'm thinking of Cartman singing that on South Park. I'm getting away.
Now the field falling right behind Almirola.
Popeyes is here.
They run.
I'm going to tell Dylan to watch this.
1 and 2 was the middle of the racetrack.
Hey, thanks. You got to go. See you later. Take the food.
Right, 34, Michael McDowell.
It's the same as the spring race. Almirola and Logano.
He always seems to find a way to survive to the finish and put himself in position.
Cindric, Blaney, and Logano are around behind
He always
Almirola.
seems to need to be dealt with. If you want to win the race, you figure he's got to be kind of in the picture.
It's a Ford party.
For now, but it looks like it's starting to break.
If it was Harrison Ford, it would sound something like this. Harrison Ford. Whoops. You ever heard Harrison Ford talk outside a movie?
He's very bland. Yeah.
I love him though. He's so funny. fucking hates Star Wars, and I don't know why.
Well, I can't blame him from back in the day, but I mean, he should see the value of it now.
I love, Mark Hamill said Carrie Fisher was the one that woke him up to it, because Mark Hamill, he didn't feel like Harrison Ford did, but he was kind of sick of the Luke Skywalker thing. It was like in the 80s, you know, because that's all he was known for a long time. And he says one day Carrie Fisher goes, look, you're Luke Skywalker, I'm Princess Leia, get the fuck over it.
Yes.
It's like, you just got to live with it.
If you're Luke Skywalker, I'm Princess Leia.
Good, we can't screw, we're brother and sister. Although they did kiss.
Yes, they did.
And I love that they have that moment where
I would kiss Dale, but not land, baby.
Han finds out that they're brother and sister, and he goes,
Holy shit, what is this?
what?
No pickles, no pickles.
Oh, dude, you're a legend.
Hang on. Holy crap, Dylan.
Can't believe they had enough chicken
Box
sandwiches.
Of fries, Dale.
One
Get
second.
in there. We get, hey.
How much do I owe you for this?
I want a hug from you and Anthony at the same time.
Okay.
Do like the Yeti and Hulk
That way
Hogan
I could say we had a three-way, but not specific.
after the monster truck match with Big Show,
Oh,
and Hogan's in the
I
fucking
forgot to
bear
give
hug,
you
and the
these box
Yeti's
of
humping
fries.
us.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you.
Cash only, no debit. I had to run to the ATM.
So I told you how on the Kevin Nash podcast he said there was a story that came out. You know, the Me Too thing was going around, and there was one poster where Kevin Nash said he was sexually assaulted in the summer of '92. Hashtag
Oh,
Me Too.
yeah.
And Nash was like, "That's not fucking true." He's like, "I'd tell you if it was." But now, whenever somebody's getting fucked over, it's like, "Hey, he's giving him the old summer of '92." You know? And he was talking about the Yeti, bear hugging Hogan, and he goes, "You know, the month before we came to WCW, the thing they were known for was the fucking Yeti, giving the old summer of '92 to Hogan." I fucking love Kevin Nash. The summer of '92. Oh, his podcast is hilarious, dude.
Diesel.
Yeah, Big Daddy Cool. The summer of '92. He mentioned that just last week. He made another summer of '92 joke. That and 11 Soft are the best running jokes. There was a Hustler article. And Kevin Nash was like, "Dude, this Hustler article was such bullshit." He said, "The guy wrote, I'm a pretty average sized guy. 11 Soft." It's like, and Nash was like, "No, you're fucking not." So now they'll always say something, 11 Soft, you know. Their fan club is called the 11 Soft members. So if you join the 11 Soft Club, you get their podcast early and all this other shit.
Oh,
11 Soft. Yeah, right.
You're watching NASCAR on NBC.
Pretty normal sized guy. 11 Soft.
Great view from up above.
No, you really didn't. Harrison Burton spun out by himself.
The best driver of the 21. I don't count Ryan Blaney because he wasn't.
Elliott Sadler.
That I've watched.
That you've watched, okay.
Moved down the
You can
racetrack.
argue with me, Paul Menard.
Looked as though
I
he was
would
going to
take
try to
that.
take the spot away.
That's how bad.
Brickyard 400 champion Paul Menard.
Paul
But it is
Menard
still
really went
Almirola out front. Logano has been tagged as
And I'm not
leading
even
a
going to ask you
lap,
about
so
the
he
guys
did get
driving the
credit.
21 now.
He went right
But
around it, Rick, but
I wore
he
the
went
shirt
off 10,
because
might be
the 21
handling, bad
wins.
handling going away.
I figured out last
But he
week.
drives right
I
back
get
into the
so
lead
much
to take that
excited
spot. Let's take a look at it right here.
when
Down.
It's
Take
so
a push
hard.
down. The 22's going to give his teammate.
You know it's
Push
bad
him
when
down
Junior
in the corner.
mentions it on his
It's a good run.
podcast.
Here we go. We'll take this one to the bottom.
I thought,
The
well,
top
Almirola
10.
should have gave up the lead there.
Push
How's he get it back?
gets from the same
Throws me out.
number 12 car.
I'm looking at
He's going
the
to get that
side.
opportunity to create a run down the next straightaway. Back into the lead. 10 was
Did you
not
see my
signed.
gorilla
Just
style
sitting there
switch
running
live
in second
stream
place
yesterday?
from The 22. He wants to be out front.
Well, Junior, I think that's what makes Atlanta
I just set my
so
phone
different
up and
than
had it
Daytona
shoot
and
the TV
Talladega.
while I played
You
Rivals
obviously
with
mastered
Yuki
both
and
of those places,
Caden.
but I don't remember
It
being able
looked
to
not
lose
that
a
bad. It
lead
looked
and
alright.
then get a run in really
Yeah,
a half a lap.
they were in a
So it
Discord.
takes a little more time to get the momentum going back forward.
Where'd y'all race at?
This is Daytona. from
Charlotte,
late 90s, early
Richmond,
2000s. That's what
Coda,
this reminds me
Charlotte
of.
Roval,
Handling does
at,
matter. It's a little bit
Daytona,
simple. You have to decide
Las
if you're gonna
Vegas.
make your move. If you make your move and you can't clear the guy in front of you, they're going to pile up on you on the outside. And this really is very reminiscent of that time that we used to have at Daytona.
We raced Martinsville. Caden wrecked me.
Jeff, you guys mentioned the urgency with severe weather possibly in the area.
Might be racing to halfway, Dylan.
So far. Great track
That's about an
position
hour and
because of the
15
pole
away.
position he got yesterday. That put him in control of this race from the start.
start. The only lap he hasn't led was that one where
Got to get to lap 130.
Before him, so he has to stay out there. Logano's already in because he won in March at this track. Eric Almirola is way out in the points. He needs a win to get in the playoffs, Marty.
Or as Cody Ware drives the I-Cup car.
Logano has been content to ride behind Eric Almirola. What's he saying about his car?
Because he'll be in prison. Oh, yeah, Custer's in the 51 today.
Not a lap down. And I still hate the pit road. I hate it.
So, Jeff, help me understand that. If this high lane is working so well, these Fords are able to train up. And
it's more safe, but it is pretty stupid.
Somebody said they should penalize
and help those behind him.
Well, I think what he's thinking is just if
that's harsh.
I was like, you already
everybody
lose 3
went to
laps.
the low lane with their cars drive better, with the car just handle better on the bottom. I think he just wants to try it and try to learn later in the race.
They made another adjustment. When you hit the commitment line in the backstretch, the speed limit is 90. When you hit the commitment line on the actual pit road, then it goes to 45.
Let's see if he can find a hole. He couldn't make a run, but there he piles back in and gets in front of the 20 of Bell. That's what tonight's going to be about.
So all the way around the apron, you're running 90.
If you can get a run and clear a
till you hit the
guy,
next
go
commitment
for it.
line.
If not, you might lose a
right there,
spots.
and then it goes 45.
Can we talk about
Well, let's take a look at the progressive telemetry, starting
Quaker
with 10
State,
of Eric Almirola.
I've never seen a bad Quaker State car. Joey taking the lead. Yeah, Fords all work together until Joey wants to lead.
Well, when we jumped to it, he was a little off the throttle. Now back in second, you see full
It looks like, and Almirola gets him back.
and he turns left.
Blaney, go with him.
He makes his
By
pass,
the way,
though. Not a big enough run. Obviously, the 12's going to help
No.
his teammate, the 22 on the
No.
outside.
I'm not going to
They never even touched.
Third, if not fourth place behind Larson here.
Hill was already
As
loose.
a fan of Austin Hill,
That he could jump into and no
I
help.
didn't watch
And
the
every
race, but I
driver
watched the highlights.
sees it. Every
And I wanted
driver.
to ask opinion.
Look at
Never
Truex.
touched.
He sees it.
Just
He wants
pushed
to
air
get
on him and got him
to
loose and he
that
spun.
5 of Larson to hang out.
He was already
That
loose.
10 car. There he goes.
Yeah.
Jen tried to get in that hole, just closed up before he could. Now he's back to fighting on the bottom, trying to figure out a way to accomplish something all on his own.
Joey Logano pissed him off and made him make a dumb decision. Because, yeah, Fords all work together. Oh, here's Joey passing him, going for the lead.
Logano leads just like it did at March. Dude.
Eventually, you
There's
just
like
got to
the
say,
whole
okay, I'm
race,
going to find the hole that I can get in and get in it, right? Lose a couple spots, that's fine, but he's going to sit down here and fight.
Oh, my God.
He forced his way in front of the 45.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. I think everybody's going to be more and more aggressive. Here comes the 45.
And Reddick said, you ain't doing me like that.
Now 3-1.
Good for Reddick being like, fuck you.
Bell got 2 spots off that.
Yeah, he did.
Almirola continuing to drive.
Tyler Reddick said, fuck you.
Oh my God.
He's able to catch it.
They're going too fast for that shit.
A big difference between Daytona and Talladega. Quad oval here. You know, Daytona and Talladega just kind of loops around. Here you have to like make a turn on the straightaway.
This whole field right here.
Brad 24.
And nobody wanting to give an inch now with under 10 laps to go in stage 1.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
Can't believe he saved it.
Now he's on the front bumper of the 16 of Allmendinger. Take another
Right
look at
there, if
where
I'm Reddick, I'm like, ooh, you bitch.
That was Almirola trying to fill that hole, and then on the front straight. Bell coming up. The 2 gets in the right rear corner panel.
Oh my God.
What a save by
That
Reddick.
was an incredible save.
They're gonna, dude. I'm never gonna go to KFC.
I'm going to tell you what.
Same.
KFC has the best
How long
fries
did
ever.
it
But
catch
this
your breath? I
box
haven't caught my
right here
breath. I
tastes
wasn't
different.
driving.
I may or may not have had
For sure,
Popeyes
Bell
like
comes from
6
the back
times
of
in the
field.
last
He had
week.
an issue in inspection, driving his car all the way to the front. I don't really think he's doing it with a ton of help
You know what
either.
the first thing I
Car's
said when I got to
handling
the
so
drive-thru?
well, running around the bottom of his racetracks, taking his
What's up, Caden?
doing a lot with him.
I said, yeah, I said.
A little bit of side drafting there as well as he tries to slow the
Me and
car
Dale,
down.
after
What's going on with your antivirus?
That's good help coming now.
stopped
34
at like
McDowell back
3
there.
Popeyes and
Now
like,
Latino Almirola's back in this.
Power out. And then it was like,
AJ
yeah,
Allmendinger,
Truex.
19 Truex to the bottom. Had it run. The 5 lifted.
Now don't get greedy. Now don't get greedy.
Anything
Get
for my
behind the
buddy.
12. He didn't do it.
2 by 2 for second, and a big push coming from the 5.
Look at this lead pack all of a sudden.
A little bit further forward to get to the back
Not
bumper,
the
the
bright
22 of Logano, under 7 to go.
Look out, Almirola's coming back.
Maybe this time I can be greedy because he sees that 20, but the 20, his teammate's going to bail on him.
Nah, go with him, Bill.
Let Truex in. He's trying to back up. Allow Truex
Michael
to have that spot.
McDowell.
Truex still going to stay
I'm glad
fighting
to
on the
see
bottom.
this because I I didn't look at all
Man,
the
it's fun
details,
to
but
watch
I
these
seen
guys make these
qualifying, and I
decisions.
was like,
To take the run, not take the run. To take the hole or not.
It looked bad, but they're getting broke up, though.
So I was like, I'm
We'll see if the 34 of Michael McDowell can get to his back bumper. He's been very strong here in Atlanta early in this one.
See, man, maybe should have gotten down there behind the 19 guys and helped push his teammate.
Yep.
Gonna create another hole there, right there. Lets him in. Coming to the end
Just for the Harrison Burton spin.
Yeah.
Look at the run by McDowell in the 34. Moves up, fighting for the third spot.
There's a playoff buster for you, Michael McDowell.
He hasn't had a lot of help.
He's a great restricted plate racer, great at the drafting. Don't call him really restricted plate tracks anymore, but he's had a lot of great success at these places. Knowing how to side
knowing
what to do with the runs he gets.
It was like
Look at him
boom, all of a sudden.
squeeze up against those cars on the outside, sort of slows them down a little bit until the help comes from the 10 car, gets a push down into 3. Gonna drive up beside the 5 right here. You see the fire coming out of the pipes. All of these guys lift up a little bit.
The fact that they're lifting is pretty cool.
Back here now.
Junior just noted. Oh my God.
William Byron was in the middle, and you cars cautiously dropping out of that 3-wide situation.
See McDowell, he just keeps working on that bottom, able to make up ground in the corners. Then on the straight, they all push each other down the back straight.
Larson.
Going
And the 19 didn't go with him.
Run by Larson. Had a little bit of a push from the 19. Will it get it clear to the 22?
Yeah.
Yep.
He's side by side, but
Just
can't
give me
quite clear him.
Sorry.
3 laps to go.
Not a lot of help back there behind him. Impressive though to see this Chevrolet trying to mix up. Truex is trying to go 3 wide here.
Nobody's going to pass Logano running like that.
They're not going to, no.
They're too busy breaking each other's momentum. It's already pretty different. Almirola, why'd you cut away from that? Blaney made the move. Good move, Blaney.
He takes over the top spot.
Tell him you ain't the only
It's
non-driver
an
on the team.
insane racing.
Blaney made the move.
What are you doing?
Under 2 to go. Austin Cindric in the 2, ducking down.
Oh, the 22
Oh.
there, Rick. Little bobble.
That's going to get Larson a big run here. It's going to stall out. He has nobody behind him.
Larson.
It's going to stall out. Oh, my God. Logano hit Blaney so hard it shook him.
Big run coming to the bottom
Yeah,
here,
because
Rick.
Blaney's not supposed to be in the lead right now.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Joey.
Has anything to do with it?
Hook onto his wheel.
To
Get up
battle
there.
for this
Come on.
lead potentially to win stage 1.
Nobody's behind.
He's got
To
speed,
the
but no
inside.
help.
Final lap of stage 1. Can he
Oh, my God.
Come on, Blaney.
The way Blaney hugged on his door. Now the whole field's going to be equal. Truex get to Blaney before Larson gets to Logano.
This is
Oh,
Matt.
oh.
Kyle Larson 3 wide.
They're passing. They're passing. Yes. Screw you,
NASCAR's
Joey.
doing this right now.
Oh, yeah.
Stage in, yeah.
Come on, Larson.
Blaney's going to get it. Blaney's going to get it. Blaney's going to get it. Stage winner, Ryan Blaney. You like how I called that shit about 50 yards before it
If
happened?
Larson would have won that, I would have been surprised.
I don't know what you
Oh,
can ask
I
for
don't know.
Inside,
in a race. I mean,
I'd
this
have
is
lost everything.
incredible stuff. These drivers, man, stage
Blaney
1.
just got a
That's
little
what
bit of
that's
that
what you see at
run.
the end of stage 3.
NASCAR, boy.
Third stage win for Ryan Blaney.
That's
Go with
NASCAR.
the Blaney win.
Larson
I could
just
go with the
28
Blaney win.
one-thousandths
I'm
of
cool
a
with
second
Blaney.
behind him as they cross the stripe right
I
there.
just love how he
Truex
basically
Jr.
kind of
Logano
screwed
and
over
Bell all
Joey
at the
Logano.
top.
That looks like old school Atlanta if you screenshot that.
Did you watch the first race? The
Only
first race was, if you're a fan, you don't know what's being said in their ears, but it's push Joey. Push Joey.
You would swear it was just push Joey all day.
Of course.
If you're going to go back and watch the spring Atlanta race, just watch the last 100 laps. They were pretty good. Yeah, but of course Joey still ended up fucking winning. So, dude, he's Popeye's chicken sandwich. You ever seen that picture of the guy talking about it's the best chicken sandwich? He's like squeezing it like that. Somebody said, "Calm down, bro. Ain't nobody trying to take it from you." He's like holding his sandwich like that, squeezing it.
This is really good.
Popeye, hey,
The hype is real with the Popeye's chicken sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
if they
Caden,
don't
I
fuck
guess
your
we'll play
order up-
Rivals. I think we'll play it.
I seen somebody order a chicken sandwich right when they opened, and they got one of the grilled blackened chicken sandwiches or whatever. And I was like, oh, damn.
Black Ant, was it with the Metallica chicken sandwich? I go to Dallas to see Metallica next month.
That's right. Yeah, you told me.
Hang on.
And they're showing the concerts live in movie theaters across the
October
country.
30th, Raw, Greenville.
You still going to take me to the airport next month for going to Texas? Thank you.
Off, so.
All right. Get you Denny's or something now. You should come over like the night before. We just stay up because we gotta get to the airport by like 4. My flight's at 6. I said we get there 2 hours early.
Is brought to you by Progressive.
I'll buy you
Insurance.
Denny's or something. Or Waffle House.
Or motorcycle insurance. Visit Progressive.com.
Antonio.
Credit One Bank, a credit card company.
He's gonna open up a restaurant called Noni's.
The toughest
I want him
jobs
to open up
on
not a
planet Earth.
restaurant.
Good perspective from some of the fans in the infield on top of campers. Our
I need
teams here.
opinions on this. Atlanta Motor Speedway does this race
great
like a
racing.
super
Since this racetrack was
Right now it is.
It's not a
just
super
every
speedway,
lap
but
there's
it's a race
a
like
battle
one.
for
Yeah.
position.
Today,
Dude on a
battle
shit
for
post
position,
place told me
and just like every other
race
super
like
speedway, guys, there's an
The last few laps of that looked pretty super
Arnold
speedway
Pickett,
to me.
I was like,
But he
come on,
tested
now,
the
you're pretty
Ooh, he almost went below the line.
His left side tires cannot be completely
What
below the
tracks are
inside
that
white
on?
line.
Daytona,
Drivers,
Talladega,
this looks
Atlanta.
okay to me, but right on the edge.
Super speedway.
Yeah, he's on the line here.
Yep.
He's not over the line. So
But yeah, this
I think
is
that's a fair
totally
move.
super speedway.
That would say,
If that
great
was Ross
move.
Chastain, Jeff would have
You
said
got
that
like
was
16
illegal.
inches. Right?
Yeah.
Don't go anymore, right? So now we see the field
Speaking
all
of that,
coming
how's
pit
Ross
road.
doing?
Could be a little
Decent.
jumbled up here. Remember, half the field
Nah,
pitted
good at all.
non-existent.
4 laps ago. Why does
Yeah.
that matter?
He pitted
Because
under
we
the
see
Harrison
this very
Burton caution.
long pit road around 3 and 4. Those guys that pitted need less fuel. When they get done changing tires, they'll just drop the jack and leave. Guys that haven't pitted yet, like Blaney, Larson, Truex at the front, they're going to have to probably wait to get the fuel full, even though the tires are already.
Anthony's got to get NASCAR rivals on the Switch so I can have like 5 people to play with.
67 and 73.
We'll teach you how to race it.
Get all the way to the end of
Oh,
stage
yeah,
2.
you're already in.
We'll go to pit stops and Kim.
Yes, I am.
Kyle Larson at the top of your screen. He said, I'm tight running
That
behind
new deal
people,
we're talking
low
about, that we
injury.
gotta become a
Cliff Daniels
switch
said,
fan.
how tight? He said, a 7.
Did you get a Switch? 'Cause I got one.
Cleaner air. 4 tires.
Anthony was
Fuel.
inspired
They're
because I
waiting
got
on the
one.
pump for that fuel, Marty.
Joey Logano told Paul Wolf, every time I try
I've
to
had
make
mine
it
over a
fly
week.
absolutely sideways, you have to tighten me up. And to Steve's point, they're going to have to hold him for a little bit.
Free trial of
to make sure
Amazon
they get
Prime
a
said
full
it'd get there the
through
next day. I said, fuck it, give it here.
Slow, stop, go.
600 win and now waiting on
Look at them Chevrolets up front.
slow on that, but Cheyenne play
We got Larson, Byron, and Suarez. Truex got spun on pit road.
An issue on pit road.
What the
Yeah,
heck?
I think he had already serviced his car and was leaving.
happened?
Remember,
Those
pretty
are
small
too
pit
high.
boxes.
I think he got
So
spun
his
coming
car
out of his pit
leads
box.
lap. Let's see what
There it
happens.
is.
He goes to pull out around the 48.
Teammate, come
Right
on,
here, what
teammate.
happens?
Oh, McDowell hit him.
34 of McDowell.
They got checked the right front on McDowell's. Hope I didn't knock the toe link out. Yeah, Yuki, there's storms about an hour or so away from Atlanta. We'll see what happens. Fuck, that's a spicy goddamn sandwich.
No pickles.
Bill no
I'm
pickle.
surprised they got it right. He's hiding them. Anthony's hiding
You know the good thing
He's
about
hiding
pickles
under
is
his tongue.
I asked for no pickles, but if they put them on there, you just take them off. It's not like mayonnaise. Like if you're like no mayo, then they slap mayo all over it. It ruins your fucking sandwich.
Well, I'm glad somebody else has got reasonable common fucking sense.
Pickles, I don't like how they overpower the taste of everything. You bite into something with pickles, you don't taste anything but the fucking pickles.
And? Are you allergic? No.
He made me experience high tide. Ah.
That laugh was on
He
point.
poisoned our water supply.
That laugh was on point.
He did? No. But are we gonna wait around until he does? Way to go, buddy. It took us 3 days to make that potato salad. 3 days!
I ain't gonna lie, the fries are
I still ain't tried them. I'm munching on the fucking
they're on
sandwich.
point.
They're awesome.
Yeah. Awesome. Hump day. Imagine sitting there watching that for like
You've still not watched Horrible Bosses 2, have you? If there's a rain delay, will you stay and watch Horrible Bosses 2 with me? I gotta see your reaction. It's funnier than the first movie, dude. I swear. You gotta watch Horrible Bosses 2. Now I'm hoping for a rain delay. Unless you want to hang out after the race for an hour and a half. I don't know. I know it'll be late.
Oh, October 30th.
We might go.
Lindsay said
And by might, probably
I'm
go.
gonna go regardless.
Okay, I'll go with you. If you're going, I'm going.
Oh.
I still love him, but
Oh.
aren't you glad they finally did something with him, though?
Who?
Rollins. Like, it finally led somewhere.
Yeah, like he's finally doing something. He's doing a thing.
Yeah.
What is Diamond Access?
Thank you.
Probably something that costs $3,500.
It says win it, though.
We're still getting a suite at Phoenix, right? Or Bristol, not Phoenix. Bristol.
Yeah, Phoenix, Dale.
Let's go to the peak.
Nah, man, travel out to Phoenix and just sweat the ball.
Listen, the end of stage 1 was crazy. Pit road was crazy. Michael McDowell.
Kyle Petty is my favorite shit driver of all time. Because he actually wasn't that bad for a while.
What about the 96 All-Star race?
That was Mikey. Darrell Waltrip's reaction was from Darrell Waltrip finished. That was 93. You said 96. Okay, 92 was one hot night. Yeah. McDowell had to pit extra to fix that damage Truex gave him.
Kyle Petty dumped Dale Earnhardt.
Never touched him.
Yep.
But Earnhardt fans probably shit their pants because they were the Chase Elliott fans of their day.
Right there, a name precariously missing, Chase Elliott.
Yeah, he's a little bit further down the list
Well, he was
right now,
missing
being
from the
scored
first race, so it
14.
ain't the first thing.
Chase coming into this is only 55 points out.
Penalties right here, right?
He could still make it without winning. It's going to be tough, though, because I know we're going to get another different winner.
I was hoping
for removing equipment.
two things. Now that you
24
said
as a
different
safety
winner.
violation.
One, Almirola
We'll try to
won this
get some
race.
looks as we look through all
Or
of them.
McDowell.
But the result is those
Two,
three cars, three very fast cars, all
That
over the
Chase
field.
would have stayed outside of the points.
Byron got put to the rear because of a penalty. So Larson's up here with Suarez and a dream.
Chevy Ford,
Larson
Chevy
on
Ford,
the outside.
Ford, Chevy.
Blaney on the inside, a lot of help behind him.
Woohoo!
Logano with a big shot.
Where's RCR? They got
And
all
he'll
the
put Blaney
power
out
in the
front.
world.
Now we'll see if Blaney is going to try to block.
There was a lot of penalties on pit road.
Yeah, there were.
Bell, Hamlin, Byron, Truex, McDowell.
A little bit of run out of the 5 of Larson. He's going to come up to the door. That 12 of Ryan Blaney.
Whew, that's
And
spicy.
the 22 of Logano move up. We'll see. Looks like he'll stay in line.
They are thick as shit.
Teammate
They are
on the front of
dense.
the racetrack.
Kind of felt like he wanted to get up, afraid to run that bottom
I'm trying not
lane,
to
but
quote
he had
Horrible
his
Bosses
teammate
too
down
now
there
because I
didn't want to
don't want to
hang
give
him
anything
out.
away.
12's way out in front now.
Oh, it's so funny,
Three
dude.
car links out in front. He's going to have
Oh,
a huge
look,
rush
Penske.
from the back. Both lanes coming up to him.
You ain't clear, Joey.
Does he jump in front of this 5 and slow him
No,
down?
the 5 jumps in front of him.
Feel like that eventually he's going to have to make a tough
Suarez
choice
on
whether
two
to stay
tires.
with his teammate or allow that outside line to be able to start to get around these guys. So got to get information from your spotter. How many
There's Reddick being a wild man again.
Going to 3 wide here, trying to get around the outside of Busher. The
Ugh.
team can't do it.
22 trying to pull the 2 through on the bottom. Half active 1 off, the 2 is stuck on the bottom. 22 on you, then 2 on the 2.
Imagine if they raced this Atlanta in 2011 when that 2-car draft deal was going on, where the 2 cars could hook up. Would have been nuts. They'd have been going around here so fast. And Atlanta's a big track, but it's only a mile and a half. Talladaga's 2.6 and Daytona's 2.5. So seeing cars go that fast around a mile and a half would be pretty crazy.
And I think he's trying to tell Blaney, look, you want to get up here for this 5.
The speeds you could run when you locked bumpers and pushed like that.
Our other teammate,
Almirola about knocked the wall down.
but you also
What
want
else
the
is
car
new?
behind you and see what they're doing because with their
3 wide.
3 wide for 3rd place, guys.
Oh,
On
man.
the inside now,
Bowman's going to get the push here.
Justin Haley
Bowman's going to clear them both.
We all he's such a good driver on drafted type racetracks. Had a great
There you
run
go,
last year,
48.
almost won the race in
Good
Chicago.
job, Bowman.
Do we see him again up front?
Still 3 wide. Here comes Bubba. Bubba almost won here last year.
This is awesome. The 2 and the 5 are just
Junior wishes he was out there.
slowing each other down, allowing all these guys to go down the inside. Look at Reddick though coming around the top.
Because nobody was better at this kind of racing than him.
Reddick's trying to get up there.
That's
and get
Junior's
that
big
5
thing,
car.
claim to fame, is that when it came to this kind of racing, you couldn't fucking touch him.
No.
3 wide here.
You
where
could not
go.
touch him.
I mean,
You
it's,
go with the
you gotta give these
pipe.
guys a lot of credit. That's easier
If
to do
you
at Daytona
don't,
and
you
Talladega.
go to the back.
You will never see 4 in a row at Talladega ever again.
Nope.
Much less a guy whose finishes were not only 4 in a row, his finishes from 01 to 04. first, second, first. You'll never see that again at Talladega.
Blaney's still able to hang on to that lead that he's had. Now a big run behind him. Teammates, we'll see if they stay in line.
See that? Carl,
Damn, it's just like March now.
the back of this pack, that 20
I like how this race is just so much better than March. It's pissing me off. I mean, the last 100 laps were really great when we were there, but we sat there for the first 160 going,
Quit pushing Joey.
do something! I wish I had my Switch that day.
Down the front straightaway, letting the front two get away.
Chris Buescher coming into the picture as well now into 17.
Reddick again. Reddick is determined to be 3 wide.
Austin Cindric trying to clear that 5.
He wants it bad.
5 side drafting, pulling him back.
Man, this is awesome.
Now moved by Bowman.
The best running Toyota in the field.
Right away.
And Bowman
Cindric decided to go down and block that move.
Let me see. I've not tried Popeye's fries. I've only had macaroni every time I went there. So
I enjoyed it.
pretty bitchin'.
Probably could have been a little more.
To the bottom of the racetrack.
A little crispier.
Drivers.
Hard to complain.
Blaney, Logano, and Cindric.
Woo!
Alfor's jumping to the top line in front of the 5.
Oh.
Thank you.
Anthony, I got excited. I was like, ooh.
Running the middle into turn 3 and 4
bag
here.
Big giant trash bag.
2x2 all the way back through the field.
Oh shit!
Whoa, it's raining?
Why the hell did my TV randomly change channels? Nobody even touched the
Now
remote.
is closing the gap
Anthony
between the
thought
5
about
and
changing.
himself.
You're right of touch. Yeah, Michael, Dale Jr. at Talladega in Cup and Xfinity. Daytona Talladega for a handful of years. It's like, all right, who's going to finish second?
I hate I missed
You
it.
heard a driver complaining about being
I remember losing my shit. I was 8 years old, 7 or 8. It was the Xfinity race in July, Daytona. Jason Leffler knew he was not going to beat Junior, so he just body slammed the fuck out of Junior on the last lap. And I was like, you son of a bitch! It was an Xfinity race, and I was that mad. And Junior's crew guys were ready to fucking throw down after that. I was mad as fuck. He spun, Jason Leffler spun Michael Waltrip and then body slammed Junior going into turn 3. And then Mike Wallace passed them all in one race. So good for Mike Wallace. God rest Jason Leffler's soul, but on that night, fuck you, Jason Leffler. And for years, I hated him. I held a grudge. Michael Waltrip had a great post-race interview at Talladega once. Said people were accusing him of letting Junior win all the time. And Michael goes, here's the thing, I can't pass him because he's the best and has the fastest car. It's like, I can't do nothing with him. Dale Jr. is the best and has the fastest car. The end.
So now it's an opposite plan. Now I need you to go. And, Marty mentions the end of stage 2. Remember, it'll actually be shorter than that, right? Lap 130 would be the end of this race because that would be halfway, which is short.
I think Dale Earnhardt across Xfinity, Bud shootouts, Daytona 500 qualifying races, had 34 wins at Daytona, and Junior's the next best with 18. And then Tony Stewart's got like 16. But Tony never won the Daytona 500. Yeah, Dale Earnhardt won 34 races at Daytona. Xfinity, Cup, IROC, Bud shootouts, Daytona 500 qualifying races combined, 30 fucking 4. And Junior has 18. And he's the next best one. Tony Stewart has like 16, and Byron spun. He didn't hit nothing. I'm going to say he got loose in the same spot that Harrison Burton did.
You talked about mistakes, Rick.
Roll.
Always trying to keep it moving with the flat right rear tire. Mistakes get compounded. He had some track position.
It looks nice.
He was running 5th at the end of that stage, right? He had to go back into traffic.
I'm full. Y'all want to split these fries?
24. We'll see. Looks like he'll be able to get back around.
And he spun
Woo!
24, so he had improved a little bit from the start of this stage. Now this will be very interesting because everyone needs fuel to kind of make it to that official race distance with 80 laps to go. I assume pit road's
I'm gonna check the weather now here.
Drivers.
Well, he's already around, but we heard on the radio.
Who's in the
Heard
blue
him say, I think I just got hooked right there.
Corey LaJoy.
Right here, LaJoy underneath me.
I think Byron came down a little bit. Corey went up, but Byron did come down a little bit.
see that any
I'm
other
sick
way.
of Corey, so I blame him.
I agree.
Okay.
I mean, it looks awkward because of the kinks on the straightaway, but if I reference every other
That was
car,
definitely
the
just a
24 looks like he's
racing
tracking like
issue,
everyone
in
else. It's a
quotation
7 that looks like he's changing lanes.
Nobody's fault. Shit
Sideways
happens.
for Lee Byron.
Nobody got
Run of
hurt. It is
24th.
what it is.
Meanwhile, you're gonna go jump
Good thing
forward.
Hampton, Georgia. There is a marginal risk of severe weather tonight.
Here, you flat spot enough tires and flat on the car will get stuck on the racetrack. You can't move.
Doesn't look like it's going to do anything till after 11 o'clock. This race is probably
Yeah,
going
the
to
spotter Brandon Lines who said we just got hooked, correct, and
Quit
no
showing
one
us
responded on the radio. There you see
We got hooked.
Marcus from the right rear.
There they go, gaslighting their driver.
By the way, the safety violation,
Byron ain't
it was a
gonna do nothing.
personnel on the cold side of pit road that leaned
If you
over and
wouldn't
put
do
two
nothing, the
hands
most hated
on the hot
driver
side
in
of pit road.
NASCAR
That
can
was a
walk
safety
down the
violation on the last
My
stop,
computer
and
freeze.
It looks like they have successfully limped it
Probably.
back here to pit road without much damage, Steve, and that's what you wanted out of your driver to keep that right rear fender intact.
Yeah, no, the exterior of the body looks good. You wonder what the underneath looks like. At this point, you might as well change left side tires because they've already lost a lap, which would be okay. Really, they'll be the only car one lap down, so they should be able to get that back.
My computer froze, but my OBS didn't. We're saved.
Corey LaJoy had to say.
Corey admitted he turned him, and
So
I
he
still
just
don't
admitted,
accept it.
hey man, made a mistake. Sometimes
I was giving Corey the benefit. I thought Byron came up a little bit. Yeah, no.
Through a dog leg, a flat turn like this, the car just gets really tight. You turn the wheel and really nothing happens.
Now, if that
Go
was
within
Joey
the car
Logano,
beside you.
raising hell no.
Oh, not just you.
Yeah, everybody's fighting for the top two, you know. So just full boomer, trying to be aggressive.
Full boomer.
Full boomer.
Best of
I'll be
Yeah, there are
full
times
boomer
that
right
the
now.
car drives, this is the job. You know, the car's unloaded, it doesn't have
Well,
the
you wouldn't
banking,
be
you're
the
turning.
Bring 'em on down. Who's staying out?
Not everybody, but
Bubba. Bubba takes the lead. Priest to second place.
Bubba, you are great.
Truex third.
So they can be on pit road, which is really
Chase Elliott fourth.
3, so a very long pit
Ryan
road
Preece
here in
being
Atlanta.
And now this will be, once again, very, very congested and probably multiple plans. Some gas only, some four
Get off
tires,
him,
some
Joey.
two tires. So very important to communicate in and out. We saw the 19 get spun around the last time, Kim. Hopefully a little
Now
bit
it's
cleaner
like,
entry
hey,
and exit for
when
these
we
drivers.
replay pit stop,
Yeah, and all the
you
crews
guys are going
reminding their
laps down.
drivers to be
We need
very
stop that.
smooth. They cannot afford to lose positions, especially with the weather possibly coming. The 48th, though, of Alex Bowman, you see him at the top there. He said, I am way too free
Why am I
entry to
kinda hoping
center.
it rains
It
and
is
gets
going to be
fouled
fuel
halfway?
only. They'll take a tear off there.
Because everybody's going to race like an asshole.
Of that run, but Joey Logano, like what Paul Wolf did last time. Look how far back in the box Logano was for that fuel only stop just to make sure he has a clean exit.
A lot of gas only here. And it's causing a clusterfuck, isn't it? People are in and out of their box so quick.
Pit road right now. We see Logano gaining a spot.
We had about 5 or 6 cars stay out.
It was William Byron who slides.
Oh,
down
no.
the front stretch here at Atlanta Motor
Problems.
Speedway, bringing out the
That reminded
caution
me of
for
Jeff
the
at
third
Charlotte.
time.
I love the NASCAR Botchamania intro video. The funniest shit ever.
I knew you would.
She bangs, boogity, fuck! Kurt was screaming fuck at the top of his lungs instead of the Iron Sheik. Oh my God. On the Kevin Nash podcast, Sean told a story about where the Iron Sheik, back in the 80s, he smoked a lot of pot. One night, Wendy Richter had been there smoking some of his pot, and Sheik was like, so Wendy, you'll smoke the Sheik's pot. Maybe you do the job tonight. He called fucking her doing the job. He said, maybe you'll do the job for the Sheik. And she was like, no. And he said he didn't force her. He said, oh, come on, you'll smoke the Sheik's marijuana, do the job. You want to do the job? That's what I'm going to ask a girl next time. So you want to do the job? You going to do the job tonight?
You'll have to tell me what her answer is to that, because I'm curious of what reaction.
She even knows what it means. I hope I find a chick that likes wrestling. So I'm going to want to do the job. I know a couple of girls that like wrestling enough to where I could probably say, hey, you want to do the job? Lay down and do the job. Come on, put me over. Put me over, please. I ain't had a win in a while. Put me over. Like Cornette said, we'll make it quick. Get the fuck out of there. Sunset flip. 1, 2, 3, motherfucker. Small package. 1, 2, 3. You ever heard the theme song for
Oh my god.
Jim Cornette's podcast?
Oh god.
No.
Oh.
It's just a guy singing about how much Cornette hates the Bucks and Omega. This is
course.
hip, toss, wrist, lock, forfeits. All you fucking tag teams learn the fucking rules. Because Cornette's always bitching. Tag teams don't learn the fucking rules.
Yes.
Motherfucker. Cut out all your flipping shit and learn the fucking rules. I know Cornette is stuck in the 70s, but I still love him, and he's right about a lot of things.
Yes, he is.
Philosophically, he's right.
Yes.
Now, I don't think he changed enough to stay. He needs to fucking get with the times and be a little more modern. But
well, Smoky Mountain Wrestling will tell you that.
Yeah.
Because that was his promotion,
mm-hmm.
and it's not like every finish he, booked was that great.
And every fucking big match was a dude hanging in a shark cage over the ring. When NXT started going, I'm like, man, Cornette's loving this, isn't he? NXT brought back the fucking shark cage match. Yeah, Cornette's not open-minded enough.
Not really.
But when it comes to psychology, he's
On
right.
point.
He's fucking money.
Still to go at stage 2. You're watching NASCAR Cup Series racing.
Oh, he can tell tell a wrestling story. If I need a finish to a match, I'd go Jim Cornette. What are we doing?
Yep.
Give me a finish.
Yeah, another driver on the team with just an error.
My way of thinking about wrestling's very much in line with his, but I'm a lot more modern because I'm not. I don't hate everything.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll never forget though, before the Royal Rumble, he was bitching, why we gotta have fucking women's Royal Rumble? It's fucking stupid as shit. I tell you what, if Rhea Ripley enters at number 1 and wins the whole fucking thing, I'll consider it a classic. And then she entered at number 1 and won the whole thing, and Cornette comes in and goes, well, I thought it was pretty good. He loves Rhea. So she enters at number 1 and wins the whole fucking thing, I'll consider it a classic.
Well, guess what, Corny?
And it was.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, this year we had the best women's Royal Rumble and the best women's Money in the Bank match. By far. I don't think the women's ever had a good Money in the Bank match till this last one.
I thought it was alright. The one thing that made me happy was EO won.
Isn't Trish just having a great fucking run? Oh my god, she's so good. Trish Stratus. She is having an unbelievable run.
The girl they linked up with her ain't worth it.
I'm not a big Zoe Stark fan, but Trish needs a fucking lackey. Trish with a lackey's fine.
Argue right now if we want to. Top.
Trish, yeah. I'd put her there. In this current run, she ain't lost a goddamn step. Character-wise, ring work-wise, she's still money. She's better. She's better now at 48 than she ever fucking was. Oh my god! Like I took her for granted. I'm like, she wasn't that good because of the era she was in. She's fucking great.
I saw the natural progression.
Yeah, and I saw somebody like, "Well, she heel again." I'm like, dude, that was her best fucking work.
I like her as a face.
She's a good baby face because she's pretty and everybody wants to cheer for her.
Her heel work
Better or worse than
Way better. Lita is rose-tinted glasses. She ain't worth a shit. She never was. She did a moonsault.
Okay,
she looked cool and did a moonsault.
Yep, she's a high flyer.
But when she came back this year, she was slow and horrible. And then Trish would get in there and just show her up. Trish is moving at 150 miles an hour, doing all the moves, taking bumps. Unbelievable. Probably Bubba, because he has shitty luck.
Probably Bubba.
Probably Bubba. You see Reddick trying to go 3 wide again back there? You guys don't remember Cale Gale from the Truck Series back in 2012. Cale Gale. Passed Kyle Busch for a win at Homestead in the Truck Series. I laughed so hard. I was like, Cale Gale beat Kyle Busch. Last race of the year. Yeah, but it was back when they did points, so it wasn't for the Final Four or nothing. But Cale Gale passed Kyle Busch. If he had made the Final Four. Oh, look, Joey's back into third. You know, we shit on Joey a lot. Did Ty Gibbs hit the wall? He did. We shit on Joey a lot, but at Daytona this year and Atlanta in the spring and in this race tonight, I'm like, damn, he's good. He's so good at this. When Dale Jr. was still racing, Hamlin, Logano, Jr., McMurray, and Keselowski were the 5 best at this. It was pissed me off to see Joey get good at it. I was like, I hate you. I hate that Joey's so good at this. I heard Montreal might be coming back. Damn, Bowman. I'd like to point out that Bubba and Bowman do not play well with each other. He threw one. When I was at that Roval race, I saw Bubba and Bowman get together, and I nudged Cameron and pointed and said, that's not going to end well. And then sure enough, that same lap, Bowman hooked Bubba, like Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin style, into the outside wall. And I was like, told you.
I picked Harvick to win this race.
Now he's got Haley behind him at third.
He's coming. He's creeping.
Brad Keselowski's stats.
AJ's creeping up in there.
The whole entire race was fifth.
He ended his winless streak earlier this year.
They've been quiet tonight, Busher and Keselowski. They've been pretty quiet.
They're so good on foot.
Colleagues here. Haley and Allmendinger are here.
RFK, I'm super impressed.
Well, there's Busher. Busher's up front now.
That's why I brought it up.
Yeah. Keselowski's been a ghost.
Haley back into the picture in that 31.
Not sure where Brad's at.
RFK's the best Ford team this year. Oh!
Oh!
Larson again.
No.
Don't hit nothing. Don't hit nothing. Go to pit road. Briscoe's in it. I don't think they hit anything. Austin Hill's in it.
He got turned around as well.
Fired up, roll to pit road, change the tires. I don't think anybody hit anything.
Those cars were kind of stuck together, headed down pit road.
Oh, that's fine.
Larson's going to come on to pit road.
Put them tires on and get back out there, stand on the lap.
In his back bumper through turns 3 and 4, and I think Larson was losing grip and coming out of the
Don't
gas.
tell me Austin Hill got turned.
Don't tell me it was Briscoe.
Oh, I'm going to be in
Coming
a
out left
questionable
side
spot.
for Austin Hill.
Austin Hill's my favorite.
So successful in Xfinity.
Was it
series
Eric Jones?
these types of tracks.
Eric
Take a
Jones was
look
the
at
one
what
that
happened.
caused the tie dip.
He got Legacy Motor Club. Now, Larson was already loose before Jones. Larson already got loose before 43 got to him.
Yeah, Larson was already loose.
No big deal. Nobody hit nothing anyway.
Caution, guys. Truck race.
Moments
What's
where you
that?
have a lot of grip.
A lot of stupid shit. Did you hear me rage on my stream about Lawless Allen spun? They were racing at Mid-Ohio on a road course. Scott Lawless Allen.
And it rained.
Lawless Allen spins. And you know they have sand traps at the road course to slow your speed down so you don't smash a wall. You get stuck in it, you can't move, that's for a caution. He spins. He slides through the sand trap, goes to the other side. Hey, he didn't get stuck in the gravel. Good job, drive away. What's he do? He turns back around, drives straight in the gravel and gets stuck. Caution's out. And I'm like,
Dude, I'm sitting at work and I'm going, oh, the
what the
truck race is
fuck?
raining and everybody's complaining about all the
Right
truck
here.
drivers spinning. And I get on there and
I don't know.
they have like kind of sort of highlights on the app where they show you. And it was like, this car spins, or this truck spins, and then this truck spins all at the same time. It was like
Give us a really good shot.
I think we have our NASCAR Thunder 2024 Wreck Avoidance Lightning Challenge out of that one. Oh, the right front blew out. Why didn't they change it when they were on pit road? Did they not change it when he was on pit road, or did they just send him back out and it blew out? 43 lifted. 43. Eric Jones backed off as much as he could.
I have a different opinion. I feel like moving up the track
It got bigger, and so that's clearly
It is.
out of the gas, two driving away from him. He was out of the gas because he was loose.
Eric tried to give him a chance to save it, but
They
Eric
say leave.
Well, now Larson's car is fucking killed.
run over too if he's,
Maybe they can piece it back together.
too much, so you can't look in the mirror and be watching there.
Bear bond, motherfucker. Bear bond. Bear bond. It's a great word.
They're all strategy
I'm
now.
confused about this damage.
Back
to
in
the
the rain,
road. So
let's get back out there. Everybody was
pit
hit
box, and I
and
think
get
they put a new right
Bear bond.
because it was already flat. But I think the right front still had air in it. Was probably
Maybe some
flat
WD-40.
and then rolling around, it finally exploded. And you see
There's a
just
great scene in
huge
King of the
amount
Hill
damage.
where they're staying in this hotel, and Khan didn't tell them that he didn't get them a room, so they broke into the room and pretended that, oh, that's your room, Hank, even though Khan didn't pay for it. And Hank's having trouble fixing the lock because he thinks the key doesn't work right. And he's like spraying it with WD-40. Then you see him look at his WD-40. He pulls out a smaller bottle of WD-40 and sprays it on the big bottle. It's the stupidest shit. I saw him a minute ago. He was already on pit road, and then they sent him back out, and then it blew out.
Steve, are they in jeopardy on the DVP, the clock? I mean, it's 8 minutes now.
DVP still sounds like a sex position, but we're still going to call it that. What's up, Mr. Boy? Yeah, Anthony's not a pedophile. Anthony's not a pedophile who likes cupcakes, okay?
I would tell you the closest thing we have to EDP
from NASCAR on the laptops.
They're black.
Just gotta be
Thank
careful.
you, Dale.
Yeah.
So much time you see right here, the 19 of Truex and 23 of Bubba Wallace. They entered pit road again in the backstretch. There's
still rolling around the flat.
Remember Captain Hindsight on South Park? You ain't never seen that, right? There's a superhero in South Park called Captain Hindsight, and he shows up and tells you what you should have done to prevent the problem. Thank you, Captain Hindsight. There's like people dead, and he's telling everybody what they should have done. I'm out of here. Oh, thank you, Captain Hindsight.
Just for momentum's sake, Dave, he said I'm scrubbing off too much speed.
Chase Elliott is back on.
That and Kenny was Mysterion, and it's revealed that Kenny actually has the superpower to die and come back to life, because that's how he keeps coming back after he dies. And Kenny's like, guys, I have something to tell you. I have died a lot, but every day I wake back up in my bed and you guys don't remember. They're like, Kenny, what are you talking about? Kenny pulls out a gun and shoots himself. Oh my God, Kenny! And then the next day, like, oh hey Kenny, and he's just like, like he's probably just sick of dying and coming back, and they don't know. And then at the end of the episode, Kenny goes, well, I'm getting tired. I'm gonna go to bed. And shoots himself again. Oh my God, Kenny! I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed.
I appreciate that Larson spin because he didn't right rear hook Denny.
Right.
It was close, but he didn't.
I wish he would have.
Denny was a great choker at the Chicago street race last week. Started on pole, wrecked on lap 3, and then drove like shit the rest of the day.
Great job, Denny.
And I believe Denny, he said on his podcast that, man, I made a mistake, but if it didn't rain, I think I would have led every damn lap.
Can we appreciate Bell's team blaming it on them shortening the race, even though somebody on the same strategy won?
And I told him about Vangesbergen. Restarted like 18th, and Bell got fucked. Reddick wrecked himself, and Vangesbergen just drove straight to the field.
Larson was on the same strategy and finished fourth.
They posted a video on the NASCAR Twitter account. It's sped up of Vangesbergen's onboard from the moment he restarts 18th to the moment he drives to the front and takes the lead. Yeah.
Dude, Dale pointed that out to me. The straightaway speed, he was getting smoked.
Because Chase and Larson and Hendrick engines were kicking their ass on the straightaways, but Vangesbergen was so good in the corners it didn't matter.
I watched a video of the Australian supercars, and it made sense to me. I was like, these guys are flying through the corners.
Yeah.
That's what he was doing.
And the current Cup car is a hybrid of an IMSA car and an Australian V8 supercar. It's got a lot of similarities to those.
I'm glad you clarified IMSA for me.
Yeah, sports car.
When it was AJ, talking about AJ.
Yeah.
And I think Jeff Burton said it, and I was like, is it not IMSA?
IMSA.
Because it's all caps. It's IMSA in all caps.
Your dyslexia was making you say ISMA.
No, I was thinking IMSA. Just not an IMSA.
Yeah, just
when he said IMSA, I was like, what?
I'm fucking thirsty.
Yeah, just saying it
Chicken
like
sandwich is still kicking my ass.
Thirsty thoughts.
About to do my Alex Jones right here. I'm fucking thirsty, you son of a bitch.
Oh, WWE.
It's not as good as I want it to be, but I mean, you know, it is what it is.
It's better.
It's getting there.
Let's go back to 2021, Anthony. 2020.
No, not 2020. Never again. Please
It's
no.
hard for me to compare. COVID.
Even with Vince being back, I give WWE B+ for the last year.
I
give
give.
him a B+.
I will say this: Money in the Bank is the best WWE pay-per-view I've watched in a long time.
Backlash was pretty fucking awesome.
Money in the Bank was really good because it.
They haven't had a
finishes
bad
I
pay-per-view
need.
this year. Every pay-per-view this year has been a fucking banger. A lot of Raws are pretty boring. SmackDown's the better show, but every pay-per-view has been a fucking banger.
Of course, SmackDown is better.
Both Brock and Cody matches were awesome, and they're gonna have a third.
I enjoyed Brock Cody. I like the finish of the second.
And right now,
Yeah, I
I'm
want
in
to
a
know my
quandary,
dumb
Jess, because
opinion
I
on
didn't
why
expect some of these guys to have some issues, so need this all get
Because
going
of
back
the
normal.
I like Blue
Get that garage driver out if you need
It's like a
to.
subconscious thing.
Dumb opinion. But
When you're a kid, you're like, ooh, cool color. I like this.
That's why I liked a lot of guys because they would have cool tights.
but
and
at the
stuff.
same time, it's like Friday.
Main event Jey Uso. That's the tribal chief.
We'll have to
So
keep
Rick,
fucking
you guys have the conversation
funny.
about
We
when
want
you tell your
mommy.
driver about the race. Chris Gabehart chose this
Having
car
Jay
to
be the
tell
first
them
guy to
again,
beat
listen,
Roman in 4 fucking years, I was like, yes. Give it up.
Not for the title.
Not for the title.
No.
It was Solo and Roman versus the Usos. Bloodline Civil War.
For me, I was like, okay.
But it gives you a reason to go, ooh, title match. He beat you, motherfucker.
There you have it.
Yeah, what do you do with that information?
Yeah.
Drive to the front. He told
You know,
you to drive to the
he's
front.
still got to have something to do because
Aren't they
Cody's got
trying
to
to do
finish
that
with
with every
Brock.
lap?
So.
I thought it was clear direction by Chris to just
Or they're going to say Cody Roman for just next WrestleMania and push it all the way
We'll see
back.
how they do. It'll be 62.
See, that's
He
what
can
I
get,
go.
Roman can get 2 matches out of Jay and 2 out of
Through the
Jimmy.
years they go.
He
Busher
can do
and
2
Haley.
each for each other.
I don't know if they're going to do. I don't know if they're going to do.
Always
And then you can do a triple threat. Or a fatal 4-way. What would a fatal 4-way?
I think
Solo.
Solo.
Solo's a Kawhi.
They've been planting the seeds of Solo thinking, starting to think he's better than Roman.
Where's the Samoa go?
Choking out CM Punk on fucking AEW.
Oh man, give me about 30 laps.
Expect
I'm gonna cry for
the runs to be bigger,
Give it
a
to
lot
me.
more moves, the blocks to be
I need it to rain when Butcher's out front. I got money on him.
That sounds like more caution.
The only one.
We're trying to raise
And
the
Keselowski. I got Busher and Keselowski.
Hey,
I think I win like
one of these drivers.
20 something for Brad and like 30 or 40 for Busher or something like that. I can't remember.
RFK. I'm
Halfway
all
point.
in on
And again,
that.
it's
Almendinger.
halfway or the end of
Oh my
stage
God.
Always
Priest.
good at
first
blocking
would
the
be
field.
official if they aren't able to
Yeah.
get restarted. But right now,
I wish
they're
Joey would
fighting
go on.
to get
My
all
stress would go down.
Joey is the one constant in that top 5. Everybody else is coming and going. Joey's staying right there.
surged ahead.
5th or better.
So Busher and Almendinger
But
pulled
the
out
first
to about a
race,
2-car length lead over third.
Look at Haley in that 31 car. He almost cleared the 22
I'm just
Logano.
confused. That
That would have
31
been huge for him if you could have gotten in front of
crazy
him. Now
ending
he's
last week.
on that inside
Showed
line,
up in
hoping for some help
Xfinity.
coming from both.
Busher and Almendinger leading this race. Almendinger's a playoff buster. He's not. He's below the cut line.
Nose, white top.
Watkins Glen's coming up though.
Indianapolis is coming up.
We talk a lot about Kevin Harvick.
Indy Road Course and Watkins Glen.
Turnaround.
And
Ford's so
Indianapolis.
fast here.
I
This will be a great
think
week
I'm
for
most
Priest.
surprised by Brad.
Almendinger in there in second.
The way Brad ran the first
A lot
time
of
I watched
excitement
this
around Priest coming into the Cup
I
Series
just
into this
thought the
particular
whole
ride.
race was
No top 5s, no top
And
10s
now
this
he's,
year.
like,
But having a
nowhere to
great
be
run
found.
tonight. The 48 to
Boom.
the inside of Blaney for Ford.
$56 if Busher wins.
Through the turn.
56.
Now, Chris is going to
Come on,
by
Bowman,
him on
stay
the
up there,
outside.
buddy.
Ray.
That's going to be open for you. New tires, a
My
lot of
pick
grip.
is Kevin
You
Harvick.
better
but
rip that
at
bottom.
17-1, I'd be
Make a lot of time. The question is, can you clear anybody to actually make a pass, or do you actually lose positions trying that?
And they're squeezing each other into that outside wall, trying to slow down. the
Squeeze
second
it. Squeeze it. Oh.
Getting more aggressive with that.
I hate
Look at
how
Corey
much
LaJoy
Corey
here,
wants
almost in the middle of a 3 wide. Ready to the high side. Can't make it work. The 7th car coming to
I
the
bet
front.
he qualified and I was
Corey
like,
LaJoy.
that's
We've
gonna
seen
have
some
to
greatness out of
Well, the
Corey.
21 spinning wasn't
As of
exactly
late.
that much.
Ooh, Suarez almost wrecked Harvick.
Finishes here, almost a win.
I saw that.
This race last year. He comes to this racetrack thinking he can win this race.
That's the
31 jumps
only
in front
car
of him.
I would accept any
Now back to the bottom to help the 48. Haley pushing that 48 down into turn 3.
Reddick's
does
not helping
lead.
out LaJoy as he
Never
goes
seen a
outside,
bad
making
Coca-Cola
it
paint
3
scheme.
wide.
I have it.
Find me a bad one, y'all. You can't.
I spent 3 seconds
We'll
thinking
see which drivers are on the move. Brought to you by
It's always
Ashley
good.
Furniture. Bowman, 27 spots.
Okay, maybe that time I got annoyed during the July Daytona race where there were 9 Coke C2 cars in the same race with the same paint scheme.
Almost turned Haley into the outside.
You said, whoa, I got excited. He's usually not.
Oh my God. Junior sees things before anybody else does.
He leaves the spot open. Here's the
And he ain't afraid to speak up and go, ow!
going by to 31 now. Got to protect that top, especially with Reddick. Everybody that's in
USA.
front of Reddick, their spotters need to be making them aware he is going
Okay.
against that outside line every chance he gets.
Brad. Harvick went with him.
So his day is done.
Yeah.
That's gotta be.
I think Brad's got the best paint scheme out here.
Remember, he was involved in an incident
I
earlier.
think my favorite's the all white with the black number.
I like Suarez's, but
But
You're riding along. Kevin Harvick with the Hunt Brothers Pizza Cam.
the Castro car.
the dog food pizza cam, Kevin Harvick. That's what I call Hunt Brothers. Dog food pizza. The KFC of pizza. That's not a good thing. Oh my God! Eric Jones almost got another one.
Stop, don't,
Is that my
please.
glass?
That was smoke.
And
not Tony Stewart. He races on Thursday. Tune in Thursday for SRX. Yeah, Thursday night. I think they're racing at Berlin in Michigan. That's what happens in fucking NASCAR rivals when you try to lock bumpers with a car and push them ahead of the field. It's very realistic. There's my snake. They're riding around for 40 minutes under rain delay. Where's my any wide racing? There's my 8 wide racing again.
Oh, man. Well, BK is 12th now. Well, never mind.
Look at all them pretending they like Chase.
Yeah, they don't.
I know Joey doesn't. I know Denny's not too keen on him now.
I was going to say 3 of them don't belong there, but I felt...
Get single file while my car is leading and we have possible weather. Thank you very much. We're only 20 laps from halfway. Oh, Ross! You're not even safe when he's running in the back. Yes! Like a fucking Almirola with Reddick earlier. My God. Christopher Bell's got a good car. Look at the move he just made by himself. He's stuck in traffic, but he's fast. You know, the last 2 times Bell won, I was like barely watching. We left the Roval just before he won, and then I was on the Kiss Cruise during Martinsville. He did win me money at Bristol this year. Oh, Ross!
I'm dumping you.
That's twice. Ross.
What did Blaine say about that?
Oh, yeah.
And we all know Ty Gibbs.
Too much, do it again.
Don't let him put you in a bad spot where he chops across your nose. We both get collected.
It's already happened twice.
He's staying calm. He's been running to the wall. He's been blocked.
Past Harvick.
He's staying calm for this whole thing. Look at this.
I know, right? He's doing a great job in keeping his shit clean and not causing any trouble.
Because he for damn sure didn't do that next week.
Xfinity, he was unbearably just like, I hate you. You're so good, but I hate you. It's fucking 08 Kyle Busch all over again. I acknowledge you're great, but fuck you. BK! Guys are getting bolder with their moves. Have you noticed that? Guys are... RFK stands for rain's fucking coming. Coming. I like that 2-car breakaway. I don't like that there's 3 Penske cars lined up behind him with the asshole at the front of it.
I'm happy for AJ right now.
Yeah. AJ needs to win. AJ deserves a win, too. Larson's got a flat. He's coming to pit road again. Dude, that's no damn luck. Daytona, Talladega, Atlanta. Doesn't matter.
Ooh,
oh, Bowman! Woo! Save it. This is pretty intense.
This track is so freaking loose.
And it's narrow, so you have like no room to wiggle. If you fucking get loose, you're gone. And you're probably going to take somebody with you. It is weird how the track just widens out on the front stretch and then bottles up in the corner. I couldn't tell if that's a good design choice or a bad design choice, but it's something.
Or if the architect was just drunk.
They built this track on iRacing. That's also how they built the Chicago Street Course. Chicago Street Course was entirely designed on iRacing that turned out to be fucking great. This was built on iRacing, which is odd.
Yeah, because we're still not sure.
I remember hearing the rumblings. It was like, they're going to reconfigure Atlanta. I'm like, ooh, they're going to put Atlanta back to how it was in like 90s, in like early 90s? Where it's shaped like Homestead but has corners like Charlotte.
No.
And I was
no.
like, no, it's going to be a fucking weird Daytona Atlanta hybrid.
That just got what the hell.
We're going to add a bunch of banking and make it where you ain't got to slow down, guys.
And we're going to narrow it up.
Pave it, but the pave's only going to last like a year.
Yeah.
Imagine Daytona with the
Kyle Busch! That's basically this. Nah, Darlington's more narrow than this.
RCR really only has one car in the fight. They're really good in Xfinity.
Yeah. RCR's never stopped being good in Xfinity, even when they had a bunch of bad years in Cup.
Kyle Busch out of the picture. I kind of question. I like Reddick in the 8, but
Denny Hamlin called it. He said Kyle Busch is going to get into 8, and in the races that Reddick should have won, Kyle will probably win. And so far, that's been right.
Ross is blocking like Brad.
Because we know how good Reddick was in the 8 car last year, but he didn't finish a lot of races. Kyle's going to finish the races.
Or getting lucky.
Yeah, Talladega was a little lucky.
Pit. Oh, my bad, guys. Oh, we won.
Yep. Bubba blocked Blaney one too many times. Kyle Busch goes by. Caution's out. Big crash. Race over. Kyle Busch won Talladega for the first time in 15 years. Bell got really slow here.
Yes, he did.
And you've seen it all.
And Buescher and AJ are just cruising.
Getting even more intense. We didn't think
I like how it's only getting tense from like 12th place on back.
first stage, but stage 2, they've
Oh, it's Cindric.
to another level.
Somebody made it. Hamlin's trying to pass Cindric.
Official weather closing in, I believe, halfway is well within reach, but the drivers don't know when the end might come after that. And
The weather told me it's not going to do anything until like 11. So
Pretty confident top 4, but from their back is complete chaos. There's drivers running into each other, running into the wall. It is physical. I don't think we've ever seen anything like this.
No.
Michael Cole.
In a long time. Allmendinger and Buescher, they have no idea.
PTSD.
No, Allmendinger.
God damn it, it's physical. Say it's physical. God damn it. Physical.
You see the air moving? The hood flaps up the hood.
I can see the air. My name's Dale.
See how much turbulence there is.
That's why I kick everybody's ass in the super speedways.
Still up front, Buescher. He's led 28 laps now. Almirola has
I like
led
how
the most
Dale
at
is
46. Allmendinger, Logano, Blaney, and Cindric all in the top 5.
Just think about the
They told
potential
Denny to
wins,
go up
right?
front.
Bring back open face helmets.
It moves around quickly, right? But
No
there's
helmets.
Braxton
No
in
helmets.
the mix. Well, we see Haley in the mix, Corey LaJoy in the mix. And you can run anywhere.
AJ and Bubba tied for the last spot as they run right
Get
now
on the fence.
for playoffs.
We got drivers running on the bottom, the middle, all the way against the wall.
Oh, man.
If Bowman didn't have that penalty earlier this year, he'd be well above the cut line.
About to be the ticket you would buy.
I think about Byron.
Byron,
I
yeah.
always think about Byron.
But he's got 3 wins,
In
so
the series, I've changed my mind.
Because I think
Anybody that asked me
Truex
when
has
they're going to
the
their first race.
Penske got AJ.
Joey Logano on the inside.
Penske got AJ. They're coming for Buescher next.
Some help from the 12 car, Blaney. Cindric.
Where's that meme of the Grim Reaper knocking on the door? It's got Penske Racing. And the 17 door is on the door of the next door.
Ooh, Penske train though right there. Got all 3 of them organized now.
If I'm Buescher, I'm going, hey, Ford Alliance, right? Ford Alliance.
His way back.
Stay with me.
God, I thought Bowman.
We've seen him.
Oh, Corey's around. Ty Gibbs. Oh, Ross almost ramped off of somebody.
The 19's able to avoid. Chastain looking like he may have
Woo.
got a piece of it.
Ross's goal today was to take out
This has been where the chaos has been for the last
And it
15
didn't work.
laps.
We're
I'm
ready.
surprised we haven't seen this wreck before.
Damn.
Big damage on the 54.
Big contact.
Ty Gibbs will be
So physical.
back to pit road if he can. Left front completely gone as far as the tread. Chastain already on
What?
pit
Junior
road.
didn't see that before everybody else?
Missing a tire, the right front for him.
Producer probably said, shut the fuck up, Junior. You're talking too much.
probably getting him a Popeye's spicy chicken sandwich.
3 wide.
Eric Jones.
Again.
God damn it.
Oh,
Set
Reddick.
up the track into the door. Reddick.
Watch Ross. Boop.
21 or the 1 car. I'm sorry.
Not as bad as
Jumps.
when he
I wonder if that was
54,
intentional
that's
though,
pretty hard
Ross doing
contact.
that.
Jones
No.
had a big
Fuck
run.
you.
He just- That looks like
That's
the
like
7
a
actually
move I
came
would do
down.
in
It
a
looked like I thought
NASCAR
the 43 was going up into the 7, but it looked like the
I just
7
love
actually
how
came down
Ross
on the
does
43.
this. Oh, hey, 54.
Out.
Fuck you, asshole.
That was almost the
Big
same as
contact
when he
with
hit
the one
Kyle.
of Ross
When Ross
Chastain.
hit Kyle Busch, that was crazy.
Yeah, during the All-Star race last year.
That was insane.
Yeah, watch this one come through. Jump the left front right there. Truex.
That's a concussion.
Locking the left front up there.
Eric Jones.
Right on board here. The 54 of
Eric Jones is the Grim Reaper. Bret Hart would say this guy Jones, though, he's the Widowmaker, you know.
All the way against Apron. But the center does come down slightly. Kind of a racing deal. You know, the 43's not perfectly low, but
I don't know, the 43
just kind of came together there.
not doing his best today.
It has been wild, like you guys said, right there around that 1 car. That
41 and that 43, 54, 19, bouncing off each other for the last 10 laps.
You know, I tell you, we show these replays, and it was this guy's fault, that guy's fault. One thing we know for sure tonight is that it's hard to keep the car in one line. It's hard to keep the car going perfectly straight. They drive so bad, Barney, that it's just hard to point the finger and say it was one guy's fault.
And Jeff, I wish I could convey the intensity you feel on pit road. It's very palpable. Corey LaJoie said, for what it's worth on the radio, I know you said he may have come down on the 43. He said,
Doug, you don't play by city.
My left rear. So in his opinion, that was all on the 43.
Thinking about getting a Switch Pro controller.
Me too.
It's like $60 or something.
I have like this little white one, and it's got like Mario with the fire flower.
This is what I've been using when I play NASCAR.
Oh yeah, that's
it's pointed to the center of the car.
For the
you mentioned. So with long enough yellow, you could repair that. Now we see a bunch of cars coming to pit road. Keep it full of
really excited to play Arkham on a handheld. I don't know why it's so cool to me. It's really awesome. San Andreas on a handheld's wild enough. Dude, we were 12. Could you imagine?
No.
We never got anything done. I don't think Texas Chainsaw's coming to Switch. At least not yet. Friday the 13th didn't come to Switch till like 2 years later, so Texas Chainsaw not. And I hate to say this, but hey, Rockstar, you want to release GTA 5 one more time, put it on Switch? I play it on Switch. The reason they won't put it on Switch is because it can't support the online.
Right.
It's too big. But they can put GTA 5 on Switch.
It's too big.
I could just fire right through.
I look at games that run. You know what my standard is for Switch? If it ran on Xbox 360, it can run on Switch. GTA 5 is on Xbox 360. You can put it on Switch. Might as well have people buy it one more time. Before GTA 6 comes out when we're in a retirement home. GTA 6 is coming out. That's going to be us. We got a release date. I've been waiting 40 years. I don't know why I sound like Stu Hart. I've been waiting 40 years for GTA 6.
I was going to hit up Anthony and be like, hey, for my 40th birthday, you want to get me GTA 6?
Which console you wanted?
PlayStation 8.
Oh.
Who's winning? Chris Busher, and if he continues to win, I'll get $56 at the end of the night, so you know it's not going to happen for me.
Yeah, you have a lot of bad luck picking this.
I've won a lot of bets this year, but the big ones always get this close, and then I get shit on. So. I'm only starting it up for a second just because. Rurf. The Vice City Story, Liberty City Stories is the best music though.
Yes, Liberty City Stories was so good.
What, he's playing Vice City?
Yeah.
I just died in your arms tonight. Must have been something you said.
Oh, I'm glad I'm not at Atlanta right now.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I just want to get in the car and drive around for a second.
Slept 3 hours last night and worked 11.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yikes.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Couldn't be me. Ooh. Come on now. She got a great ass. That's my favorite Al Pacino line. Have you ever seen that? There's a clip where Al Pacino goes, "She's got a great ass," and his eyes get really big. And you got your head all the way up it. I'm Tommy Vercetti. Give me this vehicle.
I like the purple. Depends on what you're talking about, Dylan.
Everybody's working for the weekend. Copyright claim. Cut this shit off. I just wanted to get in the car and see what song was playing on V-Rock.
Stream cuts off. He gets an email. You've been banned from YouTube. You're Watch videos, much less stream.
With the radar as the backdrop, let's take a look at the rule off.
Michael gets 104 if Cindric wins.
Well, I would say be weather aware and be a good meteorologist because you're going to have to guess when this weather.
Nah, he's got Briscoe at like 50 to 1.
People come down pit road. It's easy to have a problem, have damage, have contact. We've seen it before. Have a clean pit road.
Guys, I hate to be Captain Obvious here, but I'm gonna. You just got to get to the front.
I'm going to be Captain Hindsight when the next wreck happens. I'm going to tell you exactly what they should have done.
That's why he's one of the best analysts in the business.
Thank you, Junior.
Well, while we're talking weather, Christopher Bell was one of the drivers that stopped during
excuse
that
me.
crash. And here's the conversation between he and crew chief Adam Stevens about what's coming.
There is weather coming, and we're going to get hit, right? Yeah, it's just a matter of
Keep the lead, Bush. Keep the lead.
how many laps we run between now and then. The guys that didn't pit are going to have to pit the stage.
So is it halfway or stage 2?
And
Halfway,
Adams went on
whichever
to
comes
say
first,
that
and this time it's
they
halfway.
do
Two
think
laps.
that they made the right call, that the weather's not going to come until after the stage ends. So crew chief Adam Stevens confirming they feel like they made the right decision with that call.
Well, time will tell. 33 laps to go in the stage. The leaders.
Is it, if it's a rain-shortened race, can we get Jeff Burton out there so he can fucking win it like he always did?
We think they can go around
The master of the rain-shortened win, Jeff Burton.
You see that 9 car up there, don't you?
Oh, yeah. I just wish I didn't. Okay, I got my teammate 1 car away from me. At least I know I got 1 car that's going to stick with me. My car owner.
This is a situation where NASCAR will make sure.
Having a bad night, Ross.
How many laps can you go?
75-ish, maybe.
The green flag back in the
Yeah, except the guys who ain't pitted that time will have to pit at the end of the stage.
Logano on the bottom of the racetrack has help from the 12. So the 4 together on the first 2 rows.
Don't let Blaney clear. Don't let Blaney clear. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine.
Logano, they have worked together well last several years.
We fine. We fine.
Type racetracks. They've really done a good job.
Take it, Busher.
And a big push from Austin Cindric in the 2. Cindric now.
Don't get too far out there. Don't get too far out there now. I'll run you over. Oh! 78. Where the fuck's the 78 coming from?
So he's pushing the 2 car now. Logano's looking for help on the inside, getting for Bowman in the 48.
Stay high, Busher. Stay high. Also, Cindric is below the playoff cut line, so that's another monkey wrench in this whole deal. Hey, we're halfway.
Side by side behind him. Blaney in that 3rd spot.
Busher got a big run right there. Now he's going to be in trouble, I think. No, the Penske car has got a little bit slower than I thought they were going to.
No. Don't let him. Damn.
He would prefer that top line. He's going to get help from his teammates. They're going to have the momentum off of 4. I believe they'll clear this.
They will clear Busher here. Brad, go to the bottom. Brad, go to the bottom. Brad. Help me, Brad. What are you doing, Brad? Damn it. Hey, yeah, exactly. Help me, Brad. Brad, go to the bottom. Brad, go to the bottom. There you go. Remember, I got 2 cars here. I got Brad and Busher. They said they don't think the weather's going to hit till stage 3 anyway, like the middle of stage 3, so we still got a ways to go, but it's never too early to try to get up front, so you can stay there. This is the one damn track Fords have dominated this year. They've literally been out to lunch everywhere else, except for Blaney at Charlotte. Blaney kicked ass at Charlotte. Michael, that was a great move by Cindric. That was unreal. My hopes and dreams are on that inside line. RFK, rain's fucking coming. I'm just jealous I didn't come up with that first. That's Brad racing his old car, too. I still walk into convenience stores and see Brad number 2 Miller Lite shit laying around. The way they fanned out going into 3. 78's determined to make a third line. It ain't going to happen. I don't know. If the storm's moving quick, they might try to get it going again. Beat that 2-car, Brad. You know you want to. I'd much rather Busher be leading, but I'll take a Brad win. That's junior spotter, TJ spotting for Brad. TJ spots for Josh Berry, Dale Jr., and Brad Kozlowski. Oh.
Contact.
Priest almost Rick McDowell. or vice versa, I don't know. Oh, Brad.
Great job. They're still racing, still 3 wide back there.
It's just a game of air. It's just air. There you go, Bubba. Go to that inside. That inside line needs more cars so I can stay in front.
Oh, the outside's done. Slowly.
It'll come back.
Behind Joey.
Justin Haley, I think. Yeah, Justin Haley. That was even worse than I thought it was.
Something like that is happening literally
Damn, Truex.
around this racetrack.
Truex around the top past 2 cars. 3, actually. Almirola, Priest, and Elliott.
Just like he would.
Yeah. I can still say Shane Vangisbergen's name. So who really won, Jeff Burton?
The funniest thing about that was the silence after.
They're just dead silent. Vangisbergen. And then they were quiet. Oh, Truex making the bold moves. Talladega BR. Talladega BR coming around the top. Cindric got too far out front, but he's going to clear Brad to the bottom. Where's Truex getting these runs? Where the fuck is Truex doing this? How? Clear him, Truex. Truex is unbelievable right now. Blaney blocked it. Blaney said, not me. I guarantee you Blaney's spotter said the 19th making fucking wild moves around the top. Better cover it. No line has a good push now. Quit reading my mind.
Now the Ford's coming back to these front 2.
Truex going to duck out and pass them all.
Who is Truex going to blame him not winning this race?
I know. He blamed Denny for him not winning Nashville.
The 12 car cost
Under 20 laps to go in stage 2.
The handling's starting to fade away on these cars, so you don't get a little bit of space between them. Truex again with a run to the middle of the racetrack around the outside of 48.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, how long until he just magically appears in 3rd place again?
Hard to believe this, but Truex has never won a race on a drafted style.
Truex has not won a restrictor plate race since he drove in the Xfinity Series for Dale Jr. 2004.
Think about Cindric's year.
Wow.
After winning the Daytona 500, coming in as a rookie. Only 3 top 10s.
I like that I got a car on the top and a car on the bottom. Here I go.
Here comes the 6 of Keselowski.
Got to stress those syllables, Dale Jr.
And you split teammates.
Good job, Corey, getting the fuck out of the way.
Behind the 2 and a Penske car behind the 6.
And we saw Blaney give
Blaney's cutting Truex's nuts off.
Blaney and Bush
didn't get him
spots.
too much momentum. It didn't push him in front of the 2. But now a side draft.
Bowman! No! Don't take me out.
Blaney's having to block Truex. He's having to run that high line.
Blaney's in a bad spot.
Big push for Blaney.
Damn, we're in a tight spot.
Clears the 6 of Keselowski.
The 6.
A lot of momentum out of the 12 of Blaney.
Oh.
To the inside, he'll go for the lead.
Blaney's going to take the lead now.
Not a big enough run to clear the 6, though. The 6 is going to get help in the 9.
By the way, at the end of this stage, J.J. Allmendinger's going to stay out and take the lead as they run right now. I'm looking at the last pit lap. AJ and Bubba are going to be 1-2 if it stays like this. Because these guys will all have to pit.
Oh my God.
Unless they really think the weather's imminent. Which I don't think it is.
We're 3 lines nearly throughout the field.
Oh, look at me out front with Keselowski again. Been here before. Truex! Ugh. Whoa, Blaney!
Oh, Blaney.
Cock blocking Martin Truex lap after lap.
That was wild. The aggression knob has gotten flipped.
Jeff Burton said knob.
Knob.
Yeah, big run by Martin Truex Jr.
That not me.
He's going to push that 12.
Yeah, Ryan Blaney's gonna
Let him have it, Brad. Let him have it. You got no choice. Busher, go to the bottom. Busher, go to the bottom. Busher, go to the bottom. Never mind.
Behind the 12, Brad. Behind the 12.
Look at Busher peeking to go to the bottom with Brad. Busher's peeking. Yes! Teammates. That's why I bet on teammates. I have a little bit of an edge. Oh, Noah's in the wall. Shocker. Stay green. Stay green. What a shot. Noah Gregson hit the wall. This has been your weekly Noah Gregson moment.
Get up there, okay? Rain's fucking
to go to stage 2.
Gosh, I love that.
Back there in the back, the 23 and the 20 banging off each other.
I hate this because I feel like I've seen it.
Brad got way too big of a lead.
Big run coming.
Oh, and here comes Joey.
Brad on an 80
No,
race winner's
Joey's
streak.
out of
For now, he ain't too far back, but he's out of it for now.
Yeah, he's 14.
Look at
Yeah.
Blaney running second. Now Busher second, but it's Keselowski out in front here in Atlanta.
This field's going to look completely different when the stage ends, because like I said, looking at the leaderboard, Allmendinger, Hamlin, Priest, Bell, and Bubba, and Eric Jones will all stay out, I think. So I'm kind of on, my two cars are on the shit strategy.
Away from ending.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, possibly.
3 cars in the fight.
One of them's gonna make a
Damn, Joey just fucking died.
This is still huge for Keselowski and Busher because they're above the cut line and they need points. So if they get a stage win,
Joey ain't even in the top.
still doesn't make me any fucking money.
Oh, he's
15.
That's a good thing.
Michael, you're going to owe me more stage win money. I tell Michael all the time he owes me 10 cents if one of my drivers wins a stage. I've been really good at that lately.
Be appreciative, Michael. He's not charging you inflation. Should be 20 cents.
$10 for a stage win. 9 for second, 8 for third, and so on. We're watching a race. Holy fuck. It's calmed down for the moment. Yeah, check out. I want these 4 cars to break away. Check on out. Harrison Ford. Star Wars can go fuck itself. Harrison Ford.
Yeah, Dial of Destiny bombed at the box office.
Yeah, it's a shame because he deserves better.
Yeah.
You never saw the episode of South Park where the episode starts and Stan and Kyle are in therapy, and they just can't believe that they had to watch that happen to their friend. You're like, what the fuck are they talking about? Did something happen that we didn't know about? Our friend, he was raped. It was horrible. And they're talking about Harrison Ford because the fucking Indiana Jones movie with Shia LaBeouf came out, and they said it was like Spielberg and George Lucas raped him. And they're having these nightmares where Harrison Ford's like half naked and tied to a table, and Steven Spielberg and George Lucas are molesting him. And he's like, ah! They raped Indiana Jones. Oh my god, that's a good episode. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Crystal Skull.
Yeah, they said, oh my god, our friend was raped, and they're talking about fucking Indiana Jones. You think they're talking about somebody they know? So much for my 4-car breakaway. I look up and we're 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 again.
That ain't what it is. It's Reigns.
Rain's fucking coming. RFK. Bubba. Damn, Brad. This is a mess. I wish I'd have went to this race instead of the spring race.
Yeah.
It's picking up now.
This is awesome.
Here comes the 17. A little bit of momentum.
To quote Alex Bowman, NASCAR. Woo. He said that after Darlington a couple years ago, so I don't know. NASCAR. Woo.
The situation is tough for the 17 because he wants to side draft Brad, but he knows
Hamlin up the middle. Oh, Bowman takes out Hamlin. Ah! Oh! Bowman just broke loose out of nowhere. Lost the nose of that car completely. It's worth noting Hamlin spun Bowman at Chicago last week, but I still don't think this was on purpose. Bowman just completely fucking lost it. And another Hendrick car bots it. Another one rides the bus. Weird Al Yankovic.
With the debris that's being put out,
well,
just going in stage 2, take another look.
Watch 48 just got look, watch him.
48 gets loose right here.
Loose.
That's Denny's fault. I blame Denny.
Gump sat alone on a bench in the park. His name is Forrest, he casually remarked, waiting for a bus with his hands in his pockets. He just kept saying life is like a box of chocolates. He's Gump. He's Gump. I love Weird Al.
He knows he's in trouble. You saw the flames come out of the exhaust.
His friend Bubba was a shrimp-loving man. His friend with no legs, he called Lieutenant Dan.
Bubba Wallace, Justin Haley, both clearing it. There's
Dow
Mike
did the
McDowell
wrong
through
test
the
thing.
grass.
Charlotte.
Yeah.
Send it
Mike McDowell's actually recovering pretty well from that damage earlier.
Post the 34, passing below the double line. He avoids a wreck and he gets penalized. Wait, he's not Carl Edwards.
How much handling was going to
Bubba's
matter,
like, you know what?
and they made the right adjustments. Remember, there
So
was no
fuck
practice
you.
here. Only qualifying. So the teams never ran in these cars.
Your middle. Your middle.
Hurt.
Middle. Clear high. Hang on to it there. Hang on
Denny
to it.
lives in like some of the most karma I've ever seen.
Now, if that was the NASCAR 21 spot, he said go.
Spotted, made a wreck, and 48 got us. Go ahead.
48 got us. Yeah, you mean like you got him last week and ruined his whole fucking race?
What do you think, Steve? 4 to go before the end of the stage. You got rain.
4 to go.
Yeah.
What do you do? Well, the interesting
I want to look at
thing
the damn weather again.
is they make a decision. They won't open pit road if they don't believe they can.
Michael, I think 48 just got loose. I don't think he lost a tire.
You know, they've said in the past that they will just ride around to
He's
the
sideways,
end of
overcorrect,
the
and
stage.
gone.
So the question is, how
It's still saying like minimal rain until 11,
so it's 3 to go now.
but the radar says different. I think.
Open pit road on 3 to go and catch up the field, 2 to go and restart.
Why did I open weather.com again? It just fucking freezes my shit.
A wild ride for Denny Hamlin. Got tagged by the 48 of Alex Bowman out front. Keselowski scored the
I
race
gotta
leader
pay.
in Atlanta.
Why did you wreck me,
Denny.
Why did you wreck me?
Oh. That one's stuffed.
Me too.
I want to marry whoever created. I'm about to look it up. Who invented Popeyes? Who created Popeyes? Who paid for it?
Somebody from New Orleans.
Louisiana.
Yeah, Louisiana.
Please be a woman. Please be a woman. Al Copeland
Shoot.
died in 2008. Damn it, it's this good.
Well, no wonder why he passed away. His food was too good.
Another underrated Weird Al song, "Party in the CIA."
Yes.
That's a good one.
Hey, it's a party in the CIA.
One of my favorite Weird Al songs. I love the polka medleys he does of like actual songs. He did a Rolling Stones polka where he just put together a bunch of Rolling Stone songs. I like the one where he sings "Closer" by 9 Inch Nails. Help me, broke apart my insides. Help me, got no soul to sell. Help me get away from myself. I wanna like an animal. I wanna feel you from the inside. I wanna like an animal. It's a good one. I've been on a real Weird Al kick lately at work. Can't you tell?
Yes. Track cleanup continues after the most recent caution, including the 11 and the 48. And under 2 laps
I lost on Jeopardy.
So they didn't open pit
baby.
road because we're under 2 laps to go before the end of the stage. But they are going to go to the end of the stage and then open pit road immediately.
So the stage ends under caution. Brad Keselowski won the stage. Busher third. They needed the points.
That's worth 10 cents, Michael.
I demand my stage win money.
And get the 1 to go signal. 1 to go in stage 2. Now 1 to go before they restart.
I love it.
I'm going to tell you, I needed the caution to catch my own breath. I mean, this
Boy, how come the weather.com saying nothing till 11 with the radar's like, yeah, we're about to die. We are going to die. Michael, I think it's going to be split. I think Allmendinger, Bubba Wallace, Bell, Priest, Truex will stay out. I think Elliott might stay out. But I think Keselowski, Blaney, Busher, Cindric, Haley, Logano, a bunch of guys will pit. I'm staying out.
I know most teams are against that.
No, because what does RFK stand for? Rain's fucking coming. You can't split away from that. You gotta go, son.
See, God, I think Brad and Busher and those guys have to pit. They were just talking. They said they think they can go 15 laps, but it'll probably be 20, 25 before we see a drop of anything. At least. AJ, Bubba, Bill, Priest, Truex, Eric Jones, Byron, Suarez, Gillen, Yaley, and Herbert.
If Chase Elliott stays out,
if I was Chaser McDowell, I'd stay out.
That's automatically
But I think those top 4 are fucked, and I think Logano's fucked.
Brad came back after a little discussion. We heard a little bit of it there on the
I just stay out. Catch a caution. They're going to wreck behind you and you just ride around and save gas.
race.
Well, you can
So
see
would
who's
you
still
see
pretty
that
good.
meaning maybe they're going to pit?
I think you have to pit.
I think they have to pit.
If
I hate to say
this
it.
thing restarts,
Yeah,
he's
the
gonna
top
pit
4
5 or
has
6
to.
laps. And
McDowell
remember,
pretty much
as
has
long
to.
as
Haley
you
has
do this, you're
to.
gonna lose at least one.
Logano.
Increase speed, you may lose 2 to
the
3.
whole thing.
I don't think you can throw
They
off
did
good
say there
run.
is lightning in those storms. They said the rain is going to get there first, so the rain's moving quicker than lightning.
Inside the playoff picture.
I'm out.
So he needs to
Yeah.
If he's gonna win this stage
I'm not
in
playing
10 of
those
them days,
Yeah.
you can't
I think
let
if this
the
storm
emotional
hits, it's
potential
over.
win, throw away
That's
what
how it
you've
was
done
with
all
the
year long in
Xfinity
points, in
race.
my
It's like,
opinion.
lightning
I think they're going to have to pit.
I think if the storm hits, it's over simply because of lightning. Yeah, the rain's going to slow them down, but the
And know
lightning's what's
this,
going to put
they
them out.
changed
So.
this race car. They were on pit road a long time at one of the caution flags. They lifted the hood. They worked
I ain't gonna
on the
win.
right front suspension. They lifted this
I'm in a
car up
box.
so that it would race well. That's how Brad got to the front.
We see on the left side of the screen here.
They're going to open pit road this time.
4 of the guys that are in a
As
good
far as
position
fuel running out,
are
well,
not in the
Allmendinger
playoff.
probably
Yeah.
looks pretty good here. Only 36
Allmendinger.
laps.
Bubba's right above the cut line. Bubba's right there. Him and AJ were tied. Stay out, AJ. I'm telling you, AJ, stay out. Bubba, AJ, stay out. If you don't stay out here, 23, why are they making Bubba pit? Why is Bubba's team making him pit?
Thinking that this one might be
Yeah, McDowell stayed out. Bubba pitted. Hell, Bubba could have stayed out.
Love the call for Allmendinger. He's outside the playoff picture, not a long way.
Now I hope
but
AJ
I think
wins.
he
Here's the break for Busher and Keselowski. More cars pitted than I thought. Why wouldn't you just stay out?
You see, now they're staring at each other on this long pit road.
Bubba pitting makes no fucking sense.
Change your mind now.
No, that's a commitment line. You're in.
You see how many other cars
Yeah.
are pitting, so he's going to restart.
Bubba got fucked by his team again. Could have stayed out and restarted second here with weather on the way.
I wonder how many are like that.
Why did the 23 team pit?
toward you, Marty.
I don't get it.
Just like his teammate and owner, Brad Keselowski, Chris Buescher is pretty comfortably in the playoffs. As Chris Graves reminded him of that. We can't take any crazy risk here.
Here's the thing. You're comfortably in the playoffs, but if AJ wins, that bumps you back.
They're going to take their 4 fresh Goodyear tires here.
If AJ or McDowell wins, that knocks you back a spot.
They talked about
And
4
Buscher's
tires.
having
We'll
a
see if that's where they
terrible
go. They
pit
were
stop.
talking in code for Brad Keselowski. It looks like 4 tires from Goodyear and Sunoco
never
fuel
mind.
for each of the 12 and the 6.
I wouldn't take 4 here at all. Although handling is a problem. Maybe it just depends on the car. I don't know why the 23 didn't stay out.
Damn, Bubba, 2 tires past everybody.
Maybe he'll still be in a good spot. Think about it. You know why Bubba beat him off pit road? He needed less fuel. Because he had just pitted at the same time AJ and McDowell did, who stayed out. So,
Yep.
so that's probably why Bubba got the race off pit road, they figured. Yeah. Still wouldn't have pitted. Why did you wreck me, Dene?
If I would have never seen that Kurt was fucking losing a race because of that, I would have never questioned it. I'd have been like, oh yeah, you'll pass everybody in 30 laps, you'll be fine. Well, I bet Friday the 13th VR would be fun.
Terrifying
It would
is
make
all crap.
it a lot harder.
So ever since I started playing Friday the 13th 6 years ago, I have a recurring dream. It happens every now and then, but it's always different. I dream that I'm playing Friday the 13th with my friends that I always play with, but it's us. We're in the game, like it's actually us.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
you guys are the ones that are running
jealous.
around.
And it's so vivid. And like I had a dream. My friend Jason Myers, that's his username. He's a really good Jason. In my dream, he's Jason. He's part 6 Jason. And we're all like, oh shit. And in my dream, he starts doing shit that Jason can't do in the game. Like, he grabs a friend of mine, and I run up to hit him with a baseball bat, and he fucking shoves me away and kills my friend anyway. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And I was like scared. Next thing you know, I'm the last one left. Because I'm always the last one left anyway. And I'm like, I was scared, dude. That was like a scary dream. Because it's like, it's real. It's like it's us, not the game. We're in the fucking game. I've had that dream over and over. Different variations of it. And I had my first Texas Chainsaw dream, and I haven't even played that game yet. I've just watched a lot of gameplay of it. Pretty scary. Texas Chainsaw looks like fun. It's really scary. Way scarier than Friday. Friday used to be scary, but Texas Chainsaw is going to be scary because you got 3 killers running around.
Oh.
There's 4 survivors and 3 killers.
If Anthony gets it, I'll do it.
I'll think
I don't
about
even
it.
play those kind of games. Don't think about it. Do it.
Okay.
Just do it.
That's what I did with the PS5 and Switch. I didn't think about it. I just did it.
That's what I did with the Switch. I was like, fuck it, give it here. Amazon Prime. So, see, that's the thing. I didn't have to sit and wait because it's like Amazon Prime will get there tomorrow. And I was like, click. Next day, it got here. And I made sure I got it on a Friday, so I had a whole weekend to play it.
Before the green flag comes back out.
Don't talk like that.
Only
And
90
Kyle
minutes
Larson
ago.
out of the race. We saw the
Oh,
spin. What
not
happened,
surprised.
and then ultimately, what took you out of contention?
Yeah, on the spin, I haven't seen a replay, but I think I was just late and slow to protect the top, and the 43 must have been just really close to me and got me loose, and
Yeah.
spun, got the flat, and then I thought we were going to be lucky enough to just be able to drive right to my pit stall and change. We changed the right rear, and didn't get the right front change, and then that exploded on pit road, or on the apron, and then had to lose some laps.
I was so confused as to how that happened. I'm like, what? They only changed the right rear, sent it back out, and the right front blew out.
Ultimately, just ended up giving out and got in the wall. So, hate that.
One thing I know about Kyle Larson, he's either going to win or DNF.
Was having fun up until the spin, and thought I was doing a decent job. You finished in second in the stage, so I wish I could have got to the end, but most of the time I feel like it's my fault or other people's fault. Why I DNF, but then it was my fault. So a little bit of a bummer.
Cole Custer, top 10 in the 51.
Top 10 finishes for the number
And we're
5.
coming to the green, buddy. Allmendinger, McDowell, and Jones and Suarez are all below the cut line.
7 of them winless
3
this
days ago
year.
when I said bet on the 15, the 51, and the 78 to go top 10.
Get this lead quick, because a wreck's going to happen, and you're going to be the leader under caution, and that'll be less time before the storm gets there. Get this lead quick.
It's a long list. The
This will
scariest
definitely shake
person
up
in
the
that top
playoff
10
picture.
Kyle Busch and
If
Hayden.
one of those 7 that
William
had
Byron
this
fourth,
year
because he's
gets
won
a
here
cup
before.
relay.
But you got a lot of guys there below the cut line.
McDowell on the inside. Back to racing. Here in the final stage in Atlanta.
Go, AJ. If Busch or Keselowski can't win for me, I want AJ to win. Or McDowell. I like McDowell, but I'll take AJ.
I would probably got more laps around through Atlanta than anybody on track. Not McDowell.
This could be the last restart tonight.
Behind him.
All clear. Get up there and take his line away now.
Get up there and take his line away now.
Clayton Hughes, the spotter for McDowell, used to spot for Truex.
Every lap's going to be treated like a
You've got to get it. You can't race like a bitch now. You got to go. No brakes for anyone. You can't cut a brake to anybody. Go, AJ. Man, William Byron winning would kind of be lame, actually, given this group that we got up front. Here comes Daytona 500 winner Ricky Stenhouse. McDowell making a move on Byron. Go to the bottom, AJ. Oh, great. Now McDowell's going to lead a line. Every lap could be the last. Oh, why'd you say block the bottom? His spotter fucked him there. No. Don't block the bottom. Suarez wants to win or have a repeat winner. This is the playoff shit happening here. Todd Gilliland. Eric Jones. Big run. Stalled out. Can't let William Byron win. Come on. All these fun possible winners here.
Front row, the best running forwards. And behind them, J.J. Yalen.
Looks like he was in big trouble, Marty.
Yeah.
So the drivers up front like William Byron, they can go pretty far here, Jeff, about 40 laps or so. But Michael McDowell sitting there in third.
Yeah, McDowell's still iffy on gas compared to these guys. McDowell pitted about 15 laps later than the guys that had to pit under the last caution, but see, look at McDowell's fuel situation.
Could happen next lap, could happen in 15 laps from now. And I think McDowell with that damage is okay in the draft. It seems like every time
Byron's sitting pretty now, as long as it stays like that. Come on, Keselowski.
Rain's fucking coming, boy.
Did I just see raindrops?
I love it.
It's crazy back here. 3 wide for multiple rows. Big runs.
Oh, Stenhouse.
7 dives to the inside to go 3 right around McDowell on the inside.
Keselowski's really working hard to make something happen back there.
Slim Jim, number 47 at the bottom.
Snip into it. Go, Suarez. Somebody do something. Go, Suarez.
Think with your dipstick, Jimmy.
I forgot about that.
Why is the 38 not trying to go? Look at the 15.
Guys, J.J. Yaley might win. He's not playoff eligible, I don't think. Oh, AJ.
It'd be funny when it starts raining everybody but Rick Ware wrecks.
We got a problem here. All these guys that ain't won or haven't won in a long time are going to be fucking with each other too much to get past Byron. Because they want to be the one to get a front lead. Damn, Stenhouse almost blocked Truex below the line.
Out of bounds.
Pack's starting to form up again. Nope.
Big run down the front straightaway.
Don't push out of the quad oval.
McDowell making a move underneath Suarez. McDowell's got damage on that car. I don't think it's as fast as he wants it to be. It's that right front fender damage.
I bet you experienced that a lot, Jeff.
We're hearing that drops are starting to fall a little bit in turn 4.
I saw raindrops a couple laps ago. God damn it, William Byron's going to win. I like Byron, but I want to see a crazy winner. But everybody's fucking each other and can't get by him. You got to be selfish here, so you can't be mad at him. Save it. Go to pit road. Save it. No caution. Right around, get to the pits. Sometimes I like NASCAR. God damn, dude.
88 to go. Go G-Bug.
Decision for NASCAR.
Yeah.
He's off the racing surface, but very close.
He's going to get to pit road.
1 and 2 with 2 and 3 wide racing. It looks like
He's
they're going to allow
at 1
the field to
and
go
2.
by at speed.
They'll get way down there.
That 99 is clear. He's going to get a run here on the 16. He's by himself.
Oh, and the 4 guys on the track.
Big run. Now, J.J. Yaley.
If this is 2015, Harvick would have already spun and brought out a yellow. How come this pack can't get back to the 24 and the 16 to shake this up? Because they keep going 3 wide for fucking 4th. Kyle Busch heard it's time to go.
Still one.
The KFB special. Oh, Brad.
Keselowski. Brad's free.
What a move by Brad. If we just get enough laps for Brad.
10-1.
All right, we got a pack forming up again. Harvick ain't going to make it to pit road. Harvick's going to bring out a caution. Please, NASCAR, don't throw a caution. Fuck safety. I want to see a real winner. Oh, Suarez. That's going to open up the hole for McDowell. They're not going to go with him, though, but that's going to save Byron's lead. Every time they're getting that close to getting Byron, they start screwing each other.
Big push for Allmendinger to Suarez. Suarez now closing the gap again to the 24 of Byron.
Go, Suarez. Trackhouse going to get 3 in a row. 3 different drivers with a 2-car team. How's that even possible? This, you literally don't know when this is going to end. Any second now, it could end.
What a marvelous job from Michael McDowell. Jeff, here is the problem.
I'm not seeing raindrops at the moment now.
4 to 5 laps from running out of fuel altogether. So how would you manage that, Jeff? If he runs out of fuel in the middle of the pack, it's going to be disastrous.
Yeah, they told McDowell he's about to run out. I hope he stays on the bottom so he can get out of the way.
But as a driver, there's just not much you can do.
And he's running on fumes now. That's the driver of the 34.
Oh, we got a spin.
Bubba and Priest. Smasher! Missed it.
Also caught up in
Dude,
this.
I thought that was Brad.
We might get restarted. We might not. Yeah, McDowell has no choice now. Because you're not leading, you might as well.
Now the cars that are short on fuel are in full save mode.
Hurry up, Tony.
I hope we get another restart.
We're going green.
It's an impossible situation for those guys.
I hope we get one more restart.
It's right here, and we've been hearing reports about drops in turn 4. Let's see what happened in this wreck.
Right side of the screen, the 41 lifting for the 12.
Yeah,
He's tagged by the 47.
He got Stenhoused.
Down the racetrack into the right front of Bubba Wallace.
I gotta find Bubba.
Look at Chris Buescher doing a nice job of getting slowed down. Danny Hamlin threads his way through.
Joey out of nowhere.
Joey, how are ya?
I'm with you, Jeff. I think if you're, got a pit, you're going to have to probably push it as long as you can on this yellow flag. You stay out to the very
Sound
end.
got turned up randomly.
The one to go signal, and then come down pit road.
I think the only one that has to pit is Michael McDowell. He was last on pit road on lap 95. So he is basically on fumes. Take a look on board with the 11.
Damn, Danny.
Caden, I'm going to be optimistic and say we get one restart. They're going to hurry up and get a restart. We want to play this thing out as long as we can.
Kevin Harvick.
Down, up.
Wow, that was...
Harvick spun in the dog leg by himself, it looked like. Oh, no, he got dennied.
I'm sure they're pretty frustrated. No caution. 5 laps down.
Harvick lost 5 laps because they didn't throw a caution for his spin.
81 to go. See Martin Truex Jr. in the 19. 51 of Cole Custer also on pit road. William Byron in front of the field in Atlanta when they were wrecking behind him.
I just don't know anymore. Be right back. Really? Wes, a monkey? Our surveys say people love monkeys, Jay and Solid Bob. We fucking love this monkey! See?
Anthony, why would you expose yourself like that? What?
I don't want it to be over. It's been so good. I need another restart. Another restart. I need another fix.
I'm surprised they have a
started already.
I bet as soon as they come back from commercial, they'll be ready to roll.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because they know what's coming. They know what's imminent. That damn Grimace birthday shake is something else.
It took him 52 years to celebrate his first birthday. What is he actually going to grow into?
I love the Grimace shake. I just wish you could find one. You can't get it anywhere.
We're throwed out. We throwed 100 today.
It's a lot of purple shakes.
We went to the McDonald's that's like...
Don't tell me you know.
Yeah.
When?
What'd you think?
It's like a couple weeks
What
ago.
it tastes
Oh, it's been a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's been a little while ago. Berry. It's got like a strong berry.
Like a Fruity Pebbles kind of deal.
Kinda.
I didn't think I'd like it.
You ate a bowl of Fruity Pebbles and then drunk the milk?
Kinda.
Cleanup continues.
Sponsored by Quaker State. Daniel Suarez wins.
Yeah. The Quaker State 400.
Laps to go.
Come on, get this restart.
Talk about your windshield is the one. Got big lightning. I got rain and the lights up here.
Shut up.
That, of course, is going to be the person leading the race.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's pouring.
Brad can get this if I get another restart. I got them fresh tires.
Just like it was last week.
I wish I could remember
Here's
how
the
many
radar.
times I've heard it's pouring. It's pouring.
There's no doubt it is closing and breaking up a little bit in areas, but
I know NASCAR doesn't want a repeat of Daytona last August, where it just randomly started raining as they entered turn one, and the whole field wrecked, except for Austin Dillon, of course.
Really hard to figure out. We all know the lightning policy. If we do get a lightning strike, we're down for 30 minutes. So that's what's really hard to try to keep an eye on.
So right there's the magic, guys. We figure they can go 70, 75 green flag laps. Now McDowell's gone 86, but of those 86, 21 of them were yellow. Everyone else has about 16 laps in yellow. So Byron probably has a solid, 25, 28 laps left of fuel. McDowell is going to be on fumes, Marty.
Sprinkles.
Yeah, but you got to give Travis Peterson, the young, aggressive crew chief for Michael McDowell, a little credit here. You can't hit a home run, Steve, if you don't get up to the plate and take a swing, right? So what he decided to do here is, even when pit road opens, they're not going to pit. They're not going to pit when they get one lap.
They said they're staying out.
If the fuel holds out, even for that. Michael McDowell just told the guys, I'm so proud of you. We have an amazing car. I hope this doesn't take us out of a shot to win the thing. But what about the crew chief, Steve, making that call to at least try something, right?
Absolutely. I love the gamble. You see McDowell's barely in at +3 right now in the current
Chicago street race really hurt Bubba. Bubba had like a 35, 40-point gap, and it's gone.
Because of the length of the pit road here in Atlanta. So normally, pit road's mostly just a front stretch. You can pit at 1 to go, surface can catch back up. My feel for McDowell is if he pits on the end of the backstretch coming to 1 to go and runs all the way around at this slow pit road speed, I haven't looked at the data, but he might be well behind the pack. You don't want to do that. You don't want to take yourself out. I'm sure Travis has thought of this. He's a very bright crew chief. Worked at some big organizations. He's got a great opportunity here, and they're doing a great job. I mean, it takes real leadership to get that car repaired the way it is with the right front fender taped back together and be here running inside, the top 5.
Pit road's still closed, and NASCAR is hearing from drivers and their spotters around the racetrack there are raindrops in the area. So
Boo!
as I mentioned earlier, caution is what NASCAR is always
Damn you, Mother Nature!
Sure they would never put these cars out on the track in a non-cautious situation.
Well, the problem for McDowell is he really wants a lightning strike that will instantly stop the cars on pit road, because in light rain, NASCAR has shown that they'll keep the cars out there, keep the temperature in the racetrack. To your point, Rick, not if it gets too heavy, but we're looking at fuel burn on this 34. He has to be down to basically nothing in this car.
Steve, I like NASCAR not opening pit road right now. If you're hearing rain on the racetrack in certain areas, trying to keep it fair for everybody. Try not to open pit road until they feel that they can get. The track. They know the track's not going to get wet, and they go back green.
Yeah, I absolutely have to agree. As much as I don't want to, I want to put it in the positions of the crew chiefs, but I do think with imminent weather and the radar looks the way it is, if it was a pop-up shower, I would disagree with Jeff and say, no. You got to decide if we're going to keep running.
We would know right then. Let's go to the car.
But that is not a pop-up shower. That's a major storm that's been moving here.
When
So
it
Jeff,
starts,
I think you and I are on the same page here, but I'm going to leave myself some wiggle room in future races to disagree. on the same call.
Well, there comes a time, too, where, you know, if it doesn't start raining in the next few minutes, you got to open pit road. We got to go back racing. They're just trying to be fair to the teams right here.
Thank you, Jeff.
All right, let's let you know how we got to this point. Richard Childress behind the wheel of the 29. This story here that get the first win for Kevin Harvick back in 2001 after Dale Earnhardt passed at Daytona.
And the action started very quickly. Harrison Burton in the 21 just gets free, spins down the backstretch. You see right here, it was a great job not hitting anything too significant, but with the flat tires did lose some laps.
Tyler Ray with perhaps the save of the day. Big wiggle on the front straightaway.
Yeah, you probably ain't gonna miss nothing.
Laney win in stage 1.
Deuces.
Truex has a little trouble on pit road. He would recover and drive back up through the field, but
dope.
Turned around.
Dope.
That's where my dad was.
Pit road issues were more than just contact. Pit penalties galore. The 25 of William Byron had a penalty. Sent him all the way to the front. Gave up some track position. He was up front.
It's one number off.
I'd love to see the 25 in the field.
Damage right here.
Can you tell me the last driver drive the 25 for Hendrick and Cup? Brackets last
Thought
week.
he was in big trouble here, but guess what? That's
Part-time,
the guy right
2009.
there.
Wow.
In the 5, Larson gets turned around. And this would end his day. He would blow the right front tire trying to get back around to get tires.
Oh, lordy, lordy, guys.
Tire exploded right here. Destroys that car.
Imagine being in the car and
7
sitting
for
there.
the Georgia contact in 43. One coming down the racetrack, one coming up. In the end, the 7 gets spun around. Multi-car incident. Not a lot of heavy damage, but multiple cars involved.
Don't worry, guys. The racing gets worse the next few weeks.
See Denny Hamlin out.
Was it like Pocono, New Hampshire, and what else?
Got into the side.
really
Denny
don't
Hamlin.
It was like 3 races in a row. We went, ah.
On the front straightaway after some contact with the 11. He would roll around the bottom of the racetrack, get tires, end up losing 5 laps.
And the most recent, 41 of Ryan Freese, 23 of Bubba Wallace spinning. Wreck avoidance, A+ by the field. Missing that 41 sliding through the middle.
Still riding around.
Give us a weather update. How's it down there?
It is starting to sprinkle just a little bit, so don't believe what the drivers are telling you. Like, well, he wires teams talking about how it's raining really hard here at the track. But what a crazy night for this 24 team. Talked about how fun this race was early on. Then they had the pit road penalty you just saw in the race recap a moment ago. Then the spin that you saw as well. No discussion at all about coming to pit road clearly for this team. All they've talked about is rain choice. And Kim, they're selling that it's pouring everywhere here at Atlanta, even though it's not really.
Well, Marty, for Daniel Suarez in P2, he has put a ton of pressure
Through the green.
to win after Ross Chastain and SVG have both gotten wins.
They raced in the rain last week.
He came into this race using it as a
Do it again.
race to kind of take a step back and refocus. Well, that was headed into the race. Now he finds himself in P2. It becomes a little bit tougher, and that anxiety and that pressure starting to ratchet up, Dave, for the driver of the number 99.
Good night for A.J. Allmendinger. He's led 6 laps, but he could not keep the 19
here we
behind
go.
him. He said that, the 99 car behind him. He said that car is fast. I couldn't block him. And as you see now, they are bringing the cars down pit road. A.J.'s been providing AccuWeather reports to his team. And the last one was, yep, it's intensifying. So looks like NASCAR has made the call to bring him down pit road, Rick.
Yeah, NASCAR has let us know that they're going to bring the field onto pit road and stop the cars.
Yeah, Rick, you said it a couple times. We should remind everybody, Daytona, we've seen cars drive off into rain, cause a big accident. We've seen that happen in New Hampshire. So NASCAR's been very consistent since these issues to be err on the side of caution. This is Speedway racing, and look, pop-up shower in Florida. The entire
New Hampshire.
Michael's going, isn't he?
The 3-car of Austin.
Yeah, guys, I don't think this race is starting back, but we'll hang out anyway. We'll see what happens.
Playoffs with this win, but that's what we're trying to avoid. Frustrating, right? Because you say, well, it's barely raining, but the problem is, when does that turn into downpour at 175 miles an hour?
Yeah, then after, so then they went on, they got going green again. It's all a heck of a race, but after that, NASCAR had made a policy change, and they started putting people outside the racetrack. They actually had some, they tried
Byron's got his fucking right
rain
sides in the
detection
grass.
devices, but basically just what they ended up doing is put people around the racetrack, outside the racetrack, to observe and see if rain
Back-to-back weather-shortened races. This is odd.
That there was rain outside
Yeah,
racetrack,
for sure.
Really close. We can see it on the radar. That's why we didn't go back green right there. Just NASCAR.
We're going to hang out, guys, till the bitter end, I think.
All the cars about to come to a stop on pit road. The crews are bringing the covers out. Rain in the area here in Atlanta.
When the rain comes, you might as well be dead. Man, I got screwed out of money in a big way tonight. If this is it, I'm pretty sure this is it. You just never know what's going to happen. The chaotic nature of racing. There's so many elements out of everybody's control, mainly the weather. Oh, Willie B might get that first rain shorten win. Charging my phone up because I might do a late night switch stream when I play Rivals with Caden and Yuki. Guys, I don't know when we're going to play, but we'll play. Hope you don't mind being up really late. Ooh, Chicago Street Race highlights.
Chicago. But we'll wind up here in 6th. Oh no, the 9 of Chase Elliott. We've seen a little bit of action everywhere. This is the parking lot that we expected.
Here he comes, battle for the lead. Shane Van Gisbergen to the inside. Haley is right there. Gonna retake the lead. The 91.
Give me a minute. I gotta run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I'm gonna mute it because I don't know when it's gonna go to commercial. I'll be back. back. I didn't miss anything other than some interviews, right? I think Byron's got it, Michael. I think you're going to get your wish. I just wanted one more restart.
To do in that race this week. It's what our race team needed. I don't know really where we'd have been today if things hadn't aspired like they did during 2001 and on. Kevin helped carry us through a lot of tough times.
Harvick trying to hold on. Gordon races to his inside. They touch at the stripe. It's Harvick. Harvick by inches.
This was for Dale, you know. Right there at the end, I was praying for him to help us, and he did.
The medicine that the fans needed, the team, the crew, everyone got another little dose today as Richard Childress, the Hall of Famer, was out on the racetrack in the 29, the car that Kevin Harvick won his first Cup Series race here the high banks of Atlanta, and then Kevin pulled up beside him during those pace laps. And what a sight it was to see as we're now under a red flag condition here. The cars have been covered up on pit road. The rain's starting to come down a little bit harder. A big cell.
It's still a heavy drizzle.
South and west.
Don't want to start rivals right now. Not right now, Caden. We're going to hold off on that.
And so you see it there.
I'm going to hold off till the race is over.
The start of it. Again, out front, William
Which
Byron,
probably won't be much
race
longer.
leader, Suarez, Allmendinger, McDowell, Busch, all in the top 5.
Based on the radar and everything.
And it was some of the most intense racing I've seen in years. I mean, because it wasn't like a 5-lap window or a 10-lap window. 20, 30, 40 laps of 2, 3 wide. I mean, it was just haymakers. I mean, it was heavyweight fight up there.
Well, listening to Ross Chastain talk about his car being out of control, the cars being difficult to drive, being off throttle, just about the entire race.
You see the word on the top of the
it's been called.
That means that NASCAR has called the race.
William Byron is the winner.
It's his 4th win of the season, his 8th career win overall, and all smiles for young William Byron as he was able to be in the right place at the right time when the weather came in. Marty.
GG.
And chatting it over with Michael McDowell, who's also very happy that this thing rained out. Man,
yeah, Michael McDowell gets a top 5 off that strategy.
Early on, then the penalty on pit road, then the spin. How did you guys come back and make this happen?
Yeah, just teamwork. You know, honestly, I don't completely understand this one. It's just it's a really good feeling. I've never had a rain victory like this, but just thanks to Exalta Chevrolet. I mean,
2-time Atlanta winner William Byron.
We were through so much throughout the night, spinning through the infield. Destroyed the bottom of the car, dragging it around the apron, trying to stay on the lead lap. And at that point, you just don't have the grip. So I was real edgy back in traffic. But Rudy made a good call to pit there, and then stay out. And once we got towards the front, it was okay. We could honestly make the right decisions, block okay, and got the lead from AJ, and just was able to manage the run. So just a crazy night.
Were the guys in the booth?
These are crazy. Rigged. I agree.
Yeah,
fucking Hendrick.
Awesome. I mean, I think that's all you can ask for on a super speedway. We want handling to matter. We want to be able to drive the things, and I felt like the first stage was really fun. I was able to make some moves on the bottom, and you're lifting every corner, so it's really it's different than a 550 old style race, but it's more packed up, but it's still handling matters, and guys can make aggressive moves. So I was certainly edgy back in traffic, but Rudy made it, like I said, a good call, and we got up towards the front, and sometimes that's what it takes. Just thankful for the whole team, and just staying in it, because we were a lap down, and it could have been over.
So you and I
major playoff cut line implications here. Suarez second, Allmendinger third, McDowell fourth. Bubba's team steals his chance for a top 5 away by having him pit for no reason. And J.J. Haley gets a top 10. Justin Haley got a top 10. This could shake things up moving forward.
When we don't have good cars, and the days we have really good cars, we finish in the top 5. So it's just a matter of staying with it. And today was definitely a lucky break. I can't overstate that. You know, we were in the lead, but certainly a lot of laps to go. But just thankful for a good team to make good decisions, and like I said, to stay in the
McDowell
race
on fumes got a top 5.
Easy to kind of give up and pack it in.
Rick, it's a lucky break, but I'm sure he'll take it. You take wins however you can get them. William Byron with his second Atlanta win.
Well, remember, he gets 2 trophies, too. The Quaker State 400 trophy as well as the Goodyear trophy, because they're celebrating their 2,000th win. Amazingly enough, the milestone...
Fireworks in the rain. Love American style.
Came by Jeff Gordon in the number 24. The 2,000th win goes to the 24 driven by William Byron. The penalty early on put him behind. Then the spin on the racetrack put him even further behind. But he battled back, and as he said, as a team, they fought back, they kept focused, they got up front.
They didn't wait around to call it. I guess that's good.
Up front, and William Byron wins in Atlanta. We'll be right back.
All right, gang, I'm out of here. Caden, Yuki, I'll let you guys know something shortly, and we'll play some Rivals. Till then, I'll see y'all later. Disappointed that race